arrived.
We here, baby. What's up, man? HotepCon 2022. Second annual. It's up.
Who's going to court? Hotep. Where's she at? Did you tell her to come to passenger pickup?
It's lit. Kim, it's Hotep Jesus. We'll be back.
Yeah, we were just talking about that today. Got the balloons.
No, we really flew Spirit Airline. Who flies Spirit Airline? On purpose. Who does that? You never catch me.
I've seen it. I was like,
Yo, I ain't never flying Frontier again. Jump seats.
Did I tell you about that?
Every seat with the jump seat. It hurt.
Frontier's like it's just a glorified spirit.
Didn't I just tell y'all they be having them jump seats, yo? That's what they call jump seats.
The entire plane jump seat.
Yes.
Nothing but boozy play.
You got nothing but
You? Everybody from Montreal used to play that. That was a classic.
That was a classic?
Yeah.
Pennsylvania, that was a classic.
Was it?
That shit came out.
NIE.
Yeah.
No, because it was the one, something that was
Yeah,
on that one.
Super Thug.
Yeah, Super Thug.
Yeah, the one with
It
Big
had
Pun
the
on
one,
it.
yeah, the one with Pun on it. That was a classic.
that was
That
the
was a
hardest
good
song in
album.
the album.
Orange, yeah, orange.
Orange, where's the orange drink?
Orange drink.
I'm here, it's orange drink. I can't read that.
We doing bad out here, people.
The hot, yeah.
We doing
Hot
bad out
spicy or
here.
the hot?
No, that's spicy.
They gonna go on the internet and go say these niggas is some fake
not the hot,
Hoteps.
yeah.
They not following
yeah.
Dr. Sebi
There's the
diet.
orange drink.
This nigga just ordered a
Spicy
chicken
orange.
sandwich.
Yeah,
Cannon just
4 beef
opened,
spicy
just
chicken.
ordered a Big Mac.
You know, this nigga just ordered sawdust with salt on it.
Hey yo, Brody, turn mine into another one.
And then
No pickles on my Big Mac.
Pause.
you seen the show Hotep's Been Told You? All right, look it up right now on your phone while I'm waiting for my food. Hotep Jesus right there. So tell all the crew. You just waited on.
Jeez, Lord.
You guys can use these for Hotep Been Told You, or we can do this high top like we did. Oh baby, it's so lit. It's so lit. We got our wonderful Lady Hoteps here. Trish. This just did such a wonderful job. Exactly. Shit looking professional. This is Syscoin sponsor.
Nice.
Yeah. People at the Advantage over. So I'm gonna. Welcome. You Got two Mommas here with me. I'm in heaven right now.
Move that table over to the left one.
Okay.
You see him finesse a little white girl out of a fresh cup of coffee and Hotep Jesus. And y'all know him, y'all love him. The Paul Purveyor himself. Uncle Hotep, get your ass out here.
Thank you, King. Everybody, clap for King Hotep.
We go in for real and ain't got no chill. Teach me how to grip. 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 Hotep and build, y'all know the deal. We go in for real and ain't got no chill. Teach me how to grip. 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 Save the day if you not.
What I heard, and what is probably true, it was invented in Tijuana, Mexico, in a restaurant called Caesar. So I always pay homage to the people that invent something in somewhere, and I like to bring some limes in because that's more Mexican than lemons. But so we're gonna mix them both to make some perfect Caesar dressing. Classic ingredient: Worcestershire sauce. My own touch to the classic Caesar, a little Tabasco.
I like to say that it is an absolute blessing to be in the presence of people and have you guys with me tonight. And a female God can make something like that happen. Let's bless the hands that prepared this food, and let's bless the mouths that will enjoy this food. In Mother God's name, amen. Amen, woman. Amen, woman, right?
Most of you will be replaced by AI, but it doesn't have to be this way. You can become AI resistant, but you will need to outperform the machines. You may not think this is possible, but it is. The infiniteness of human consciousness is more infinite than the power of the machine. You may not know how to tap into this power, but we do, and we will show you how. Join us in this journey to make the machine our servant. Most of you will be replaced by AI, but it doesn't have to be this way. You can become AI resistant, but you will need to outperform the machines. You may not think this is possible, but it is. The infiniteness of human consciousness is more infinite than the power of the machine. You may not know how to tap into this power, but we do, and we will show you how. Join us in this journey to make the machine our servant.
That Hotep Jesus dude.
Hotep Jesus? Hotep Jesus? Hotep Jesus?
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Hotep Jesus? Hotep Jesus? Hotep Jesus? Hotep Jesus? Hotep Jesus? Hotep Jesus?
What's up, people? We back. Hotep to the chat.
Hotep.
Oh, man, it feels good. It's a grifty Wednesday. It's a grifty Wednesday. The grift bag is full, it's stuffed. It's a messy grift bag today. It's a messy grift bag today. I gotta tell you, the grift bag looks messy. You know, as I curate the topics for this show, I try to stay within a certain framework, but every once in a while, we gotta get messy. Anyway, damn, I forgot to set my screens up again. Hold on. Let me bring this up on the screen real fast for y'all. Bring this up on the screen real fast for y'all. Won't take long. All right, here we go. In case you are not aware, we got a giveaway. Shout out to Patrick over at Syscoin. Rolex is rolling up. It's rolling up and rolling out. So we're going to be giving away. You're going to be riding in this thing. You're going to be riding in this thing through the deserts of Las Vegas. Nice little desert trip. Little off-road experience. It's going to be exciting. Also includes dinner. If you're coming to HotepCon ticket purchases only. You want to get in this contest, hit the link in the description box below. It says Syscoin Giveaway. All the instructions are right there. Get involved. It's real easy. You'll be able to do it within minutes. And I can't wait to see you over at HotepCon. Get your tickets at HotepNation.com. Coupon code Hotep Jesus. Coupon code Hotep Jesus. Go get them. Go get them. Go get them. Shout out to Syscoin, Patrick, Jag, Nathan, Alex, whole squad over there. Appreciate y'all. The Medici family. That's my Medici family right there. I don't know what I'd do without those guys. Really don't. The Grift Report is back. We're here every Monday to Wednesday. You know what it is? Let's get right. I'm going to show you what's wrong with my brain today. I'm going to show you exactly what's wrong. I might have to double my master focus dosage because of this. Hold on, I'm going to show it to y'all. Look at this. Where I'm at is practically the end of the world. Apparently there's some fires or something like that in Canada. And outside my house, it just looks like the end of the world. It looks like the end of the world. The air is stuffy. It smells like somebody's burning something. And I walked outside my house the other day and I walked down the street like, where's the fire at? Because I smelt it. So it's ash in our air.
It's the end of the world where I'm at. So if I don't come back, y'all know what happened. I'm in this area. Government done killed me.
Hotep Jesus?
They done killed me. So this is what our skies look like. Actually, that's not even a good picture. That's more like nighttime. Right now, my skies are like fucking, they're like a burnt gold. It looks like it's just, remember that scene from Total Recall, the first one? When they were, what are they on? Mars or what planet they was on? And it was like, you couldn't go outside because if you did, you died. That's what it's like outside my house right now. So that's what I'm blaming my brain fart on. Which reminds me, let me go ahead and take my dosage of Master Focus right now. I forgot to do that today. I tend to do that sometimes, but I still get my dosage in. Let me get my dosage in, man. Hold on a second, man. Your discount code is in the description box. You hit that, it's going to apply your discount code automatically. But that's what it looks like, man. It's the end of the world where I'm at. I don't know what the hell's going on, man. Some people saying the government did something and they're not telling us. Maybe it's the alien invasion. But apparently there was some acres, some odd millions of acres of Canadian forest that was burnt down. Jonah said there's a fire across most of Canada. Jonah, you gotta get that shit under control, man. Y'all affected me, bro. Jabari just texted me a picture. Hold on, let me bring this up to the full screen so y'all can see what he just texted me. This is what his sky look like. I know y'all can't see it too well, but his sky is gray. Look like the end of the world. Shout out to Jabari. Jonah, get your people in check, man. I can't breathe. Huh? Black Lives Matter. I can't breathe.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
What are we going to do? Anyway, let's go back in the Grift bag. I just wanted to show that to y'all. I don't know what's going on out here, but it's not good. It's looking bleak. It's looking Memphis bleak out here. Yo, what's in the Grift bag today? Oh my God, what is this? I don't even remember putting this. Actually, I'm sorry. I know what this is. This was a suggestion by somebody I'm gonna bring on the channel. Let's go ahead and play this. Let's just get this out the way real fast. RedBalloon, free to work. They said no kid dreams of working for a woke company that censors their speech, tells them how to think, and judges them by race or gender. Come to redballoon.work to find employers that hire based on merit, not woke agendas. So this is I guess is the anti-woke. I wish they wouldn't use the word woke, but it is what it is. This is the anti-woke LinkedIn or something like that, or what's the other one? Not Upwork. What's the name of that site everybody goes to get jobs from? Anyway, let's play the clip.
When I grow up, I want to work for a woke company, like super woke. When I grow up, I want to be hired based on what I look like rather than my skills.
I want to be judged by my political beliefs.
I want to get promoted
based on my chromosomes. When I grow up, I want to be offended by my coworkers and walk around the office
on eggshells
and have my words policed
by HR. Words like
grandfather,
peanut gallery,
long time no see,
no can do.
When I grow up,
I want to be obsessed with emotional safety and do workplace sensitivity training all
Indeed, that's the one I was thinking of. Indeed, thank you. Indeed.
Day long. When I grow up, I want to climb the corporate ladder
just by following the crowd.
I want to be a conformist. I want to weaponize my pronouns. What are pronouns?
It's time to grow up and get back to work. Introducing the #1 woke-free job board in America, RedBalloon.work.
RedBalloon.work. Shout out to RedBalloon.work. We're going to have a rep come on, join us on the Grift Report. Coming up soon. Our super producer, one of my handlers, is working on that. So we're going to be talking to them. I'm going to have to give them a word or two about using the word woke like that. But I know white people don't know no better. I could be mad at somebody if they knew better. But sometimes, they just don't know no better. You know what I'm saying? They don't watch enough of the Hoteps.
Hotep.
Anyway, let's go back in the Grift bag. I just want to show that to you. We'll have a rep coming out. We'll talk to them about their ad. Let's go here. Let's pull this up on the screen. Since we're on the topic of so-called wokeness, let's put this up on your screen real fast. I don't even know what this is about. I didn't hardly read into it. What's the headline? Gina Abercrombie Winstanley. Damn, that's one hell of a slave name. Hold on. I gotta turn my Mandalorian tunes up. Abercrombie Winstanley. That's one hell of a slave name. There we go. She's leaving her position as the State Department's first chief diversity and inclusion officer. What the hell is going on here? DEI is taking over. So let's see what she says here. Leaving her position as State Department's first chief diversity and inclusion officer, Secretary of State Anthony Blinken thanked the longtime diplomat in a statement Tuesday, announcing her departure. The only way to ensure our foreign policy. What? What does that have to do with foreign policy? The only way to ensure our foreign policy delivers for the American people is to recruit and retain a workforce that truly reflects American people. What? Okay, I guess. Oh, wait. What? My brain hurts. All right, let's just go. Thanks to Gina's leadership, the department has made significant progress to live up to the commitment to create a more inclusive workplace, he added. Blinken tapped Abercrombie Winstanley to be the department's first chief diversity officer, April 2021. Abercrombie Winstanley has 30 years of experience working in foreign services and served as deputy coordinator for counterterrorism during the George W. Bush administration. Abercrombie Winstanley's hiring was part of an effort by Biden administration to address the issue of minority representation in the government, as the State Department has come under fire to improve its own record of retaining and promoting foreign and civil service officers from minority groups. So the government wasn't hiring black folks, so they hired the lightest black person they could find. Yeah, we're playing colorism games today. I want to know who the hell told me to put this in here. I feel like Gutfeld on Fridays when he's got the throwaway jokes. I feel like this is a throwaway story. Why am I covering this? Let's go back in the Grift bag. Why is that even there? Who told me to put that in there? I thought something was going to be interesting in there. All right, let's go to this gaffe from your president, not my president. Let's see what's going on here. Trump told us not to make fun of him, but we gonna make fun of him.
And we're focused on securing our border, combating climate crisis, and protecting the fundamental rights of Americans. And we're focused on...
Wait, why is this a thing? RNC Research? Is this a real account? Why is this a thing? Why? Yo, what's going on with the Grift bag today? Hold on.
And we're focused on securing our border, combating climate crisis, and protecting the fundamental rights of Americans.
How is this different from anything else that the left says? It's not different. Let's go back in the Grift bag. We got better stuff in here. Yo, what do y'all be complaining about? Y'all just be finding anything to be mad about. Let me go to something I actually picked to go in here. Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson took to the internet yesterday and released this 10-minute video from his show. We're not going to play it. We're not going to play not even a few moments of it. It was spectacular. You know, for Tucker, it's got 81 million views. He makes fun of legacy media and how they want to spin the debacle surrounding that dam. He basically says the same thing I said yesterday, where, you know, this is Russian-made infrastructure, Russian-controlled territory, so it doesn't make sense for, or why would it make sense for Vladimir Putin to tear down his own stuff? So, you know, he goes on and talks about that, and I think some other things. I listened to it this morning. In fact, Nerd posted this. Nerd posted this on his and I saw somebody with this take on Nerd's page. They said y'all turning this guy into a superstar or something like that. Matter of fact, let me not butcher people's words. Let's pull up exactly what this person said and how they responded to Nerd when he reposted it, because you know that was where is it? I'll hold on a second. I'll pull it up. It's in the quote tweets. But that was always like my take on all of this stuff. Oh, here it is. Y'all gonna hype this N-word for rehashing this ish that been on YouTube for years already. You know, that was my take on Tucker, right? Like, I understand that, you know, normies love Tucker and, you know, conservative people love Tucker. And he says things that you probably wouldn't hear on legacy media. But, you know, I was trying to figure out, like, what was so great about him. And I'm just like, I don't get it. But it's like, it's right. Like, if you were on YouTube in 2012, 2013 and prior, like, we've been knew about all this stuff, right? Like this stuff isn't new to, like, Tucker takes are mild. You know, I want to hear about black aliens and shit like that. You know, it takes a lot to impress me. You know, I'm more of an Alex Jones type listener.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
You know, I need you to get wild and crazy on me. I need you to say something that's, you know, surprising. You know, drop some good gems. And I'm not disparaging, you know, Tucker or anybody who listens to him, but this is how I felt. I don't understand it. Maybe it's going to take some time for me to understand the fandom around Tucker, mostly because I'm not Caucasian.
Hotep Jesus?
Or maybe because of, you know, I have some ignorance or blindness to the matter. But yeah, that was my take on it all. But, you know, it's good to have him here. It's good to have him saying some, you know, because normies, you know, there's some people who are normies. I got to remember, I've been red-pilled my whole life. My dad raised me on counter-propaganda from a very young child. So, you know, it takes a lot to impress me. You know, my father worked in the intelligence section of the military and taught me about propaganda and counter-propaganda before I even thought I would care about such things. Probably younger than I should have known about some of this stuff. So when I was looking at the news as a kid, I always looked at it like, why? Anyway, let's go back in the Grift bag. Shout out to Tucker, 81 million views on that video. That's love. That's good. You know, I wouldn't say it's bad that, you know, people are watching that content. It's probably good content. We got some relationship stuff to talk about here. CNN drama, some GOP donor drama. We got some Strong Dad June stuff to talk about here. Instagram is tripping. Let's go here. Let's talk about this story real fast because I hadn't gotten a chance to read this story. I'm gonna trust that it's hilarious, although I'm 0 for 3 in suggested articles. But if you guys want to suggest something for me to take a look at, go ahead and hashtag GriftBag and tag me on Twitter. So the title of the article on CBS News, June 7, 2023, 7:43 a.m. Dead Raccoon, racially hateful message left for Oregon mayor, black city council member. Now, everybody follows me and Uncle Hotep. We call each other coons all the time. In fact, I left a nice hateful message on Uncle Hotep's doorstep the other day, right here. Must see, they got a new biopic for Uncle Hotep. Raccoon. Oh man. Somebody said a black person did this. I wouldn't doubt that. It is a strong potential that a black person left that coon on his thing, and you know, maybe they have some proof that's the white person. Let's see here. Someone left a dead raccoon and a sign with an intimidating message. Okay, intimidating language. Okay, what does it say here? Redmond Mayor Ed Finch found a raccoon on the sign, and the sign on Monday. The sign mentioned Finch and Redmond City Councilor Clifford Evelyn by name, police said. Fitch called the sign's language racially hateful. He declined to elaborate, but told the Bulletin, "I feel bad for Clifford. It seems there are some people in town that can't accept the fact that Clifford is black and is on the city council." Where is this? Oregon? Okay. Police said they are investigating the act as a potential hate crime. Finch told the newspaper the sign's author doesn't write very well and didn't have the courage to sign it. Police are revealing the sign's exact language and police aren't revealing the sign's exact language in order to maintain the integrity of the investigation. What? I'm not a police, so maybe there is some potential for that. They blacked out this image of the dead raccoon, and since we don't know what this message says, I'm frankly uninterested in this event now. We don't know what the message said, so I can't speak on it. You know, you left a dead raccoon on the steps. You know, how do we know this is a racially charged? Because black people call black people coons all the time. You know, you'll see blacks on the left call blacks on the right coons. Now, I'm not saying that a hateful white person didn't do this, but, you know, tell me what the message said. Tell me what the message said. And they just gonna waste that good roadkill like that? Lord have mercy. Oh man, I should just rip this image and post it on Uncle Hotep's page. I gotta find a good caption. Somebody caption this so I could tag Uncle Hotep in this. How should I take this image and caption it? That's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna use this image and we're gonna play caption this. I want you guys to caption this photo right here of this dead raccoon on somebody's steps, and we're gonna share that to Uncle Hotep's Twitter. How would you caption that? Nice little dig at Uncle Hotep. That's what we'll do. Play a little game today. Anyway, let's go back. America is just one messed up nation. Let's go here. Let's lighten the mood up here. I saw this story this morning. We usually don't cover sports, but Messi's coming to the United States. Lionel Messi, World Cup winner. Lionel Messi, arguably the GOAT, has decided to join Inter Miami, per multiple reports. So he's is this MLS? Is this an MLS team? Oh wow, they got jokes already. Inter Miami's at the bottom of their. Looks like Inter Miami's at the bottom of their bracket or bottom of the league or whatever this is, or the group. So shout out to Messi. Messi's coming to the United States. I think this is good for the sport of international football. I think this is great for this sport. It's going to be great for the city of Miami. Wait a second, isn't there a travel advisory for Miami? I'm black. I can't go see Messi play because NAACP said I shouldn't. But this is great for this sport. This is great for MLS because MLS attendance leaves a lot to be desired. And I'm glad to see this. I know Ronaldo went to Saudi Arabia. Messi's coming to America. So welcome to America, Messi. Glad to have you here, bro. And I'm going to have to cop some tickets. Take the kids to go see a Messi game. I know those tickets are going to be insane. I don't know how I'm going to find the money, but, you know, anything for the kids. Let's go back in the Grift bag. We're making great timing right now. You know, we're going to open up the phone lines at the end of this segment. 202-596-5631. 202-596-5631. No, let's not go there yet. Let's cover this. Let's cover this story. I had not watched this video. We touched on Twitch the other day. Twitch was saying you can't play commercials. Influencers can't play commercials during their streams, etc., etc. Let's take a look.
There's only 2 streamers that are banned from Kick. Miss Kick, you can't come. You're not coming to Kick, bro. I'm sorry, you're not coming, bro. Me and Brucey don't want you here. You're not coming. That's first of all. Fuck you. Suck a dick. Hassan, you're not invited either. I'm gonna be honest, bro. You're not coming. Those 2 are banned. Okay? They cannot come.
Wait a second. Who started Kick? Anybody know who started Kick? And how do you guys feel about this Aiden Ross guy? I don't know anything about these people. I don't do Twitch streamers and all of that. Is there information on this Kick situation? I don't. Kick. Okay, let's see here. This is the Kick website. They probably don't have an about section. Oh wait, what's that website? Crunchbase. Let's go to Crunchbase. And let's type in Kick and see if they're a company listed. Kick. I don't see it here. So we can't get information on the company that way. Who started Kick? Anybody know? Chat, tell me, who started Kick? It's an online gambling company. Hassan Piker, that kid should be banned from everything. For real? Oh, damn. What he do? I'm not familiar. Wait, Travis Rudolph verdict came down? Is that true? Hold up, we got breaking news. Hold on. Or maybe it's not breaking news. Don't you hate when somebody like news breaks at like 12 and then somebody comes to Twitter at like 3 p.m. and goes breaking news? It's like, bitch, that was 3 hours ago. Travis Rudolph. Why is there no autofill for that? Oh, wow. Ex-NFL player Travis Rudolph found not guilty on all counts. Thank the Lord Jesus. Oh, man, that's great news. Shout out to Cannon. He's been following his case. He's been streaming about it. Not guilty on all counts. Oh, man. Thank God. Thank God. Man, a bunch of niggas roll up at your house and you can't let that thing go. That's not Florida anymore, man. Like, what are we turning into? You know what I'm saying? You pull up outside my spot, it's going to be some singing. It's going to be some singing and some black dresses getting worn. Some flowers getting delivered. It's going to be some dirt getting dug. You pull up on my spot trying to get wild. Huh? You know I got that R. You know I got that R on me. You know I got that R on me. You know that A before the R. With the 1-5 after it. And I got that 2-2-3. Huh? And I keep that thing on me. Huh? Not guilty on all accounts. I love to see it. That's a free black man right there. That's a free black man. That's a free black man. So I'm happy to see it. That's much more important than this Hassan Piker news. Yeah, I said Hassan Piker's what? He's a commie. Lauren said Hassan Piker. What up, Lauren? Hassan Piker is a filthy commie. Wow. Didn't know that. All right, yeah, well, I'm with him being banned. That's probably good news. Matter of fact, it's a good time to hit this button. Alhamdulillah. New sounds on the soundboard. I got that jersey? Nah, my shit. You right though. My shit is watered down. I only got I can't tell you how many rounds I got in that thing, but it I ain't got the titties on it. Don't worry, I'm moving soon. I'm moving out of state. And my R with the A before with the 1-5 is gonna have titties on it. Don't worry. But I like it light though. It's gonna give me better accuracy. I don't need a whole lot of ammo. I only need about 3 shots. I only need about 3. Because I got good aim and I'm very calm under pressure. Believe that.
Hotep Jesus? Hotep Jesus? Hotep Jesus?
Believe that. Very calm under pressure. Anyway, let's go back. Let's go back to the Grift bag. We got a lot to cover today. And I know white folks, they don't want to hear about a black man going free. That's definitely not in their interest. Like, oh man, that nigga got free. Fuck that nigga. It's spicy at the Grift Report, man. If you all in your emotions, you're not gonna enjoy the Grift Report. If you're easily offended, please don't watch the Grift Report. Go watch some milquetoast shit somewhere else, because we get spicy over here, okay? We get spicy over here. All right, let's go to the next story. This is kind of wild. And I'm going to go to Strong Dad June directly after this because this is more like a lead-in. Guang Li said a Nigerian is being crowned Miss Juneteenth and is receiving a Juneteenth scholarship. I know my ADOS ancestors are rolling in their graves. Wait, your name is Wen Guang Li. You're ADOS? Sound like an Asian person to me. This must be one of them Chinese body counts. ADOS American, lover of, what does this say? We're going to have to Google Translate this. I want to see what this says. Google Translate. Chinese literature. Okay, so you're ADOS, but you love Chinese literature. Boy, ain't nothing like an Afrofuturist that love foreign materials, foreign literature, the anime and all of that. Yeah, I claim to be black first. I don't know. I don't mind. I love, Japanese culture as well. Anyway, a former Pan-Africanist. Oh, I see the conflict here. So you went from Pan-Africanist to ADOS. So basically, this sounds like a bandwagoner because black community, the big thing was to be Pan-Africanist, and BLM sort of took the air out of black nationalism, and then we got splintered into a bunch of different groups. So now you're ADOS because that's the cool thing to be. Very interesting. Very interesting. Okay. The whole reparations movement. I get it. I ain't with it, but I get it. Oh, and I love food. I only go to the gym so that I can eat more. Okay. Anyway, it says when asked what Juneteenth means to her, she says nothing about slavery. These are some shameless people, just shameless, nasty work. All right, let's go to the video and see what happens here with this. It's countdown to Milwaukee's Juneteenth Day celebration. From starting her own charity, securing a spot at University West Madison, I guess that is. Miss Juneteenth 2023 has an impressive resume. See more. All right, let's go to the clip. Let's see what Miss Juneteenth. This what we. Yo, it just dawned on me how silly being Miss Juneteenth is. Do y'all know the history of Juneteenth? So the history of Juneteenth goes, slaves was free, but word hadn't gotten to Texas or this particular part of Texas. It got there late, so people were still slaves and didn't know they was free. So now they celebrate this Juneteenth. At least that's how I recall the history. If I'm wrong, somebody please correct me. So, black folks in America love nothing more than to identify with slavery and celebrate slavery. So let's go ahead and play the clip.
I'm here with Miss Juneteenth 2023.
I can't help it, yo. Yo, she got the tiara on her head. Nah, we got to talk about this on Hotep's Been Told You tomorrow. We got to talk about this tomorrow. Miss Juneteenth. Yo, what's wrong with my people, yo? White liberal did a number on us. They have done a number on us. She got a crown on it. They put a crown on her head. Nah, she need one of them Miss America sashes they throw over your chest. She needs one of those. Miss Juneteenth 2023. Yo, nah, they gypped her. They gypped her. You got to get this sash too, sweetie. You can't let them just put the crown on your head without this sash. Somebody get this girl a sash. What Haram Life said? He said she looked like she won a win. No, He said it looked like she won a wing eating contest. I feel bad for this girl. I'm sorry, sweetie. I'm sorry we cracking on you. I apologize, yo, but this is the Grift Report. This is how we get down. It's savage over here, yo. Yo, where her flowers at? They ain't giving no flowers, no sash, no flowers. Just this Party City tiara on. Oh my God, what is going on here? Come on, man. Chat, behave yourself. If you're listening to the audio, you got to tune into the video. You got to look at the chat. Lauren Elise said, Miss Chicken and Waffle. Yo. Oh shit, I got snot coming out my nose. Oh Lord have mercy, this is a wild Wednesday. Oh man, Hotep Goldstein said Candace Owens is Miss Juneteenth. Oh come on, man. Leave Candy alone, man. Leave Candy alone. Mick J said, what if they gave her a watermelon? All y'all going to hell. All y'all are going to hell. Future said she going to Red Lobster. Oh no. Oh no. See, y'all got me in trouble yesterday. Y'all getting me in trouble again today. This is why we can't be serious as a people, yo. I don't know how I'm gonna get through this video. I would just hit play. Hold on, let me just hit play because I don't know how.
Dobie, and we are going to get to know her a little better with some rapid fire questions. So to start, where did you go to high school?
I went to high school.
Oh, she's in high school? Oh, this is savage. They didn't do this to a high school kid. I thought this was like at a university or something like that. That's a little girl. Oh, no. Oh, no. With the town in the back? They didn't even give her a good background. Where's the stage? Where's the flowers? Where's the sash? If you're going to do this, you got to do it right. If you're going to do this, you got to do it right. This is the Cinderella bootleg that you get outside Popeyes. Come on, man. I ain't going to lie, though. Look like she could get casted in The Color Purple. Oh, they ended her life before it got started. Let's go back to the tape.
East King International Baccalaureate High School. Go Generals.
And where are you planning to go to college?
I'm planning to go University of Wisconsin-Madison, majoring in global health on the
Oh, okay. University of Wisconsin-Madison. Okay.
pre-med track.
What?
You see it says pre-med, right? You know them Africans stay in med school.
Hotep.
You see the Negroes, the ADOS, they mad, right? Let's go back. The ADOS mad, right? But the ADOS ain't going to school to be doctors. They going to study gender affirming care and critical race theory. What else they be studying? Communications, you know, that's the everything degree. Liberal arts, diversity, equity, and inclusion. How the white man put his foot up my ass. That's what the ADOS is going to school for. Not them Africans, though. You heard what she said. She going to med school.
I get to know her a little better with
my favorite.
Let's see.
What is your favorite Juneteenth vendor or thing to do?
Juneteenth vendor? They grifting off Juneteenth? God damn. She said vendor or thing to do.
My favorite Juneteenth vendor or things to do is probably listen to the music and dance.
What are 3 characteristics
Listen to the music and dance. You know black folks love nothing more than music and dance.
that Miss Juneteenth embodies?
What are 3 characteristics that Miss Juneteenth embodies? Let's see.
Miss Juneteenth embodies the 3 characteristics of driven, kind, and compassionate.
Driven, kind, and compassionate. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that.
Perfect. And what does Juneteenth mean to you?
What does Juneteenth mean to you is the next question. Let's see.
Juneteenth means a lot to me, but number one, it means the chance to impact others around me through my legacy and through showing Black excellence.
Showing Black excellence, impacting others. You can see Miss Juneteenth and the rest of the court at the parade on June 19th. So they're going to have a parade with her color purple dress on. Oh, man. Do I got to do it? I got to do it. I mean, oh, man. It's not the same dress, y'all. I'm wrong for this. I am so wrong for this. I'm so wrong for this. I'm sorry, y'all. Look how they did my girl. Look how they did my girl. Look how they did my girl. Got it in the same pattern. Lord have mercy. Let me put this away, man. Let me put this away. It's strange things end up in the Grift bag, man. Tag me on Twitter, hashtag Grift bag, and tag me on Twitter if you see something that should be in the Grift bag. Let's go back. What else we got in here, man? Should we go into the dating portion? No, I said Juneteenth. We were gonna do Strong Dad June. We got a message for Strong Dad June. Let's get serious real fast. We was wilding out. Let's get serious real fast. The Strong Dad on Twitter has a message for Strong Dad June. Let's cut right to that tape. Let's hear what the brother got to say. Y'all are terrible.
What up, y'all? Happy Strong Dad June. And today on day number 7, I want to talk about your physical fitness. I want to talk about your health. Fellas, I need you to pay more attention to your health. All right? I need you to care more about your health than you do that chicken sandwich, than you do that plate of Chinese food, than you...
I see he about to go in.
You do that cheeseburger and them French fries. I need you to care more about your health than you do about that drink and about that smoke.
Hashtag Strong Dad June. Let me see it in the chat. Hashtag Strong Dad June.
Because all of those things are taking years off of your life. And if you are about taking years off of your life, then you're not about putting your family first, which means you're not about being a strong dad. Period. You need to work on that. Because you're here, you need to increase your probability of being on this earth for as long as you possibly can, so that you can guide your generations and watch them flourish.
Yep.
You don't want to be put into the ground because of your own negligence. That's not what we want. Okay? Strong Dad June is not about regression, and it's not about stagnation. So if you are not trying to eliminate your vices, then you are in fact regressing, period. If you think that going to the gym is enough to offset your other bad habits, then you're about stagnation. And then that means you're not about being a strong dad, bro. So I really want you to think about this. What's more important to you? What you're about to indulge in or your family? Happy Strong Dad June.
Happy Strong Dad June.
Hotep.
That's a beautiful message, man. Fellas, get your life together. Get your life together. Eating that Chinese food. What I tell you about that Chinese food, man? I'm on my Strong Dad protocol shit. We getting ready for Hotep Con. I'm about to be sexy. Wait till y'all see me in Hotep Con. I'm about to be so sexy. I'm taking my shirt off by the pool. You know what I'm saying? We working on it. We working on it. Abs are sore right now. I got soreness in my abs. We still gonna hit abs today. I'm going hard at the abs. I need my 6-pack back. I haven't had a 6-pack since, goddamn, I was 20-something years old. We got to get that back. And we almost there, too. Got a little bit of more work to do. I got a 2-pack. Shout out to Tupac. Anyway, where we at? No, we're gonna save that for. Let's go. Let's go into dating. Let's cover dating really fast. Let's just get this knocked out. Let's start with Zion Williamson. This story is wild. What? She posting videos now? All right. Black Twitter done got messy today, y'all. It done got real messy today. So Zion Williamson, the NBA basketball player, I guess he was messing with an OnlyFans chick. And she leaking, what is that? Snapchat. Oh my God, wait, hold on, can't show that. Congrats to Zion Williamson. Happy for you. Hopefully that didn't show up on the screen. I'm just making sure that ain't. I don't know. I just want to make sure. Okay, good. Perfect. All right. Congrats, Zion Williamson. Happy for you. So I guess Zion was Snapchatting another chick. I want to fly you whenever, wherever I'm at for 4 days. You sexy. What do these text messages say? Bet I don't have a girlfriend, but if I moved you to New Orleans, would you be cool with be like my official? Just asking so I know how to go about the situation with respect. When you move, how much do you expect me to pay you a month? But I'm super excited. What the hell is going on? Pay you? When you move, how much do you expect me to pay you a month? This is his DMs. Damn. Is it tricking if you got it? Better pray I'm not pregnant too, because I'm definitely late. Oh my God. I was with you last week in New Orleans and you couldn't tell me you had a random thought pregnant after all I've done for you. I let you F me so many times without a rubber. And this is what you do to me? A hood rat that does CPN? What's CPN? Is that like a nurse? What does CPN stand for? You putting my life in danger, messing with these hoes raw. I warned you about trapping type hoes, and you didn't listen to me. I know the game, F you, and congrats again. The bill was too high, so you had to scrap for crumbs when you couldn't see me, or I was busy. Couldn't even impregnate a real porn star. Wait a second. They both porn stars? Y'all out here messing with porn stars? You know, if I had Zion Williamson, I'd probably try and get me a nice woman. You know, porn star is definitely not the first thing I'm going for. She posted the screenshots again. I motivated you to get back in shape. I let you F me all kinds of ways, film me on your phone, and you impregnate a low-budget porn star? DNA test or I'm done. I told you it was messy today. What's Nate said he can't wait for Unc's take. Look, Unc bookmarked this story. In the chat. Certified pediatric nurse. Okay, thank you. Y'all gotta watch out for them nurses too. You know, there's a rumor going around that it say nurses is hoes. Is that true? I don't know. I don't want no problems with nurses, but I see a lot of nurses that's hoes. Anyway, so Unc has his bookmark in the chat. So, you know, we have a chat, right? And we have producers. Jabari's a producer. Jason's a producer in this chat. Chad's a producer in this chat. And they produce all types of content that we could possibly talk about in Hotep's Been Told You or the Grift Report. And you very rarely hear from Uncle Hotep in these chats, you know, maybe once every 3 weeks. Well, this story, he actually put in the chat. So you know he ready to go off. He says, you sound stupid. This was literally my man, and I never once looked for clout from anyone. I never posted when I was in Noya. I was loyal to you, and you got a thought preggers. Why you bring it to the timeline? This is so messy. I told you you was going to be the next king next to LeBron. I motivated you. Your BM is the reason you gain weight. She toxic. I hate this for you. That honestly, you hurt me with this one. I couldn't sleep last night. I let you spit in my mouth last week when we messed around. You could have told me you had another whore pregnant. How is that going to work? Moving us both to New Orleans. You think I would have found out? He was spitting in her mouth. What y'all be doing? See, y'all ain't want big brain content. See, I tried to give y'all big brain content for the past 5 years. Y'all ain't want that. This is what you're getting. You're getting that TMZ stuff now. We getting messy on the Grift Report now. We gonna cover crypto and politics later. You let that hoe finesse you is why I'm angry. She's 29 with an adult child already. How you have an adult child? Isn't that like an oxymoron? Hey, man, women with adult childs is the wave, man. You ain't got to worry about that motherfucker. I know what comes with being a basketball player, girl. I know there will be other women, but didn't expect you to get these hoes pregnant. Wait, what? So you was fine with him having other hoes, but he got her pregnant, and that's where you drew the line. Yeah, I don't get spitting in the mouth either. You know, you spit in my mouth, it's a wrap. It's over. I'm going home, putting my pants on, putting my shirt on, put my socks and shoes on. I got to go. You nasty. I don't have any tapes. They're all on his phone. And I'm not like that. We were really together. She can't spell for shit. That's why I can't read this, because she can't spell for shit. Her grammar's the worst. You don't date no chick that's got bad grammar.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
I'm going to have to do a video about that. Congrats to both of them, Zion Williamson. Blessings. God, don't make mistakes. Don't call my phone. You lost me for good. Until I see the DNA, I'm done. Why be a low-budget baby mom when you can be the kept girlfriend? What? I guess I'm going to be a stepmommy. You not effing up me and Zion Williams' plans, baby. Or not. So she changed her mind. She went from, you know, I don't want you to, I'll be a stepmom. It's pure mental illness in here, yo. She need a therapist. Somebody get this woman a hug. Somebody get this woman a hug. You need a baby to get a bag. I guess I get it just because we not on the same level. So now she mad at the girl. I'm in Atlanta, ho. See me in December, or should I say at my new condo in New Orleans. We sister wives now. Get with it or get lost. But I'm going to get more always, clown. He don't play about me when it come to spoiling me. I'm his princess. You a burnt out baby mom. This is messy. I started getting knotless braids. What does your hair have to do with anything? Because that's all you wanted me to wear? Okay. And waist beads. Now it all makes sense. I hate it here. There's a video here. I'm not about to play the video. I don't want no more ratchetness. I deleted the video of the photographer pouring honey in my mouth. Because you told me you felt disrespected. And I come and Twitter to see you trending with a thought being pregnant and you kissed that hoe. Why you hurt me like this? Why you did this to your butterfly? That's her nickname, the butterfly. Butterfly. Hey, butterfly. Oh, I can't show you that. Anyway, this is also confusing for me because she's an OnlyFans chick. She's an OnlyFans girl. And hold on, where is it? Why be a low budget baby mom when you can be a kept girlfriend? I don't have any tapes on his. I don't have any tapes. They're all on his phone. That's the one I was looking for. You have an OnlyFans account. You get butt naked for a living. I'm so confused, Joe. Listen, if you're an OnlyFans model and you're dating, listen, let's stop right there. If you're an OnlyFans model, you should expect to get cheated on. You should just fully expect to get cheated on. Mostly because I think innately the amount of respect a man has for you is going to be low. Unless your man's like a pimp or something like that, or he's in that lifestyle, like Ice-T, for example. Ice-T, he his wife, I guess, was a booty model. And she's still I don't know, but she was a booty model. That's what it did. And that works for Ice-T because he was very much like the pimpish type individual. So that works for you. So unless you're like a pimp or you have some like kink or something like that, I would fully expect not only for the man to cheat, but I would expect the OnlyFans model to expect her man to cheat. And then on top of that, he's a basketball player in the NBA. Like that right there just gives you, a warrant to cheat, a license to cheat. That's a license to cheat. If you're a basketball player, you have a license to cheat. That just is what it is. Especially if you're just, somebody who gets paid for their body, right? Like I would fully expect that. This ain't nothing but messy and ratchetness. I can't wait to hear Uncle Hotep's take on this. My stomach is turning right now. Like I'm literally getting nauseous covering this story. It's just making me sick to my stomach because, spitting in the mouth and Zion Williams choosing these people. I would show y'all some of the videos on her account, but they're not YouTube safe. But it looks like she's got operations. Like, she looks like she got a busted BBL situation going on. I don't know. But, I wish hugs for her, therapy for her. I'm sorry that, Zion broke your heart. Zion, pick better women. That's what I'll say to him. Pick better women. Anyway, let's go back. Let's go back in the Grift bag. We got more relationship stuff on a serious note. That's kind of wild. Let's go to my clip. I posted a clip today for Strong Dad June. And some people were arguing me. They were like in my mentions, like mad at me. So let's go to the clip. 82-year-old Al Pacino is expecting his fourth child with 29-year-old girlfriend Noir Alfala, TMZ reports. Shout out to Al Pacino. Now that's gangster. Now Al Pacino's played many, many gangster roles. This is a very gangster thing to do. Having kids at 82, amazing. Goals. So shout out to Al Pacino, you know what I mean? Still showing that it's possible. Some of you dudes got ED and y'all young. And Al Pacino's showing you it's still possible. So get your mind right, get your life. 82-year-old. So I posted that video, and then this girl right here, Ancestor Align, said being a gangster and leaving kids fatherless before they even reach adulthood isn't worthy of praise. Your priorities are all wrong. And I said to her, damn, what if he lived to 120? Like, how you just gonna kill Al Pacino like that? What if he lives to 130, 110, 100? I mean, I hate to say money raises kids, but that little motherfucker gonna be all right. He'll be all right. He got some uncles or some shit, don't he? Some cousins or something. Put that motherfucker on the football team. He be all right. Al Pacino's my daddy. Y'all be happy.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
And then somebody, they run one of these comedic accounts on Instagram. So I posted this video on Instagram, right? And then they was like, basically made the same argument. And my response to them was like, yo, we really about to sit up here and argue over celebrities? Like, this what y'all do on the internet? Y'all argue over celebrities? I don't give a damn about Al Pacino and his baby. Fuck that baby. Fuck them kids. How Al Pacino chooses to live his life It's on Al Pacino. I'm not about to argue about that shit. I just think it's gangster. I could see myself having a bunch of kids. Right up to the day I die, I want to pop another motherfucker out. I'll be on my deathbed like, somebody come here and take this seed. That's just how that's how I think. I want to spread my seed, spread my legacy. I'll leave that motherfucker a copy of The Unbreakable Rules of Masculinity. Available now at HotepJesus.com and Amazon.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
I wrote a manual just for my sons. Just in case something happened to me, I wrote them a manual. I wrote them one. For that very reason, that I might not be here one day, and I wanted them to have some rules and some guidelines. We're not going to be here forever. But I'm not about to be sitting up here arguing with y'all over some goddamn celebrity. That's just weird. Anyway, last piece on relationships. And then we're going to get into some serious stuff here. Some crypto, some politics. Bulldog Mindset. That's one hell of a name. Bulldog Mindset. Let's see what he's got to say here about women.
What do you do when a woman challenges you? She says, if you think this, then I can't see you anymore. I can't be.
I tell you what, when a woman challenges me, I get turned on. I like being challenged. Who doesn't like being challenged? Anyway, let's hear him out.
Be friends with you, or I can't associate with you. When a woman challenges you like that, your response needs to be, okay, bye. She's trying to bully you into changing your position. You have to hold your position even more firmly and just be done with her. Don't try to argue. Don't try to do anything besides, okay, bye. Now, most of the time, when you do this, she's going to come around and you're going to find out if she actually likes you or not. Because a woman that's just testing you, that's trying to see if she can push you around, when you say, okay, bye, she's going to say, wait a minute. And now she's going to reopen the conversation and she's going to recant what she said. It's very important that you follow this advice. If you don't, and she pushes you around once and disrespects you, she's going to continue to do it. What do you do?
He's not wrong. I wouldn't handle that situation like that. It's like, I think the perfect example I can give you is like dating AOC, right? It's not, my response wouldn't be, okay, bye. My response would be, okay, sure, whatever. I'm not arguing with somebody who's not intellectually on my level. I just wouldn't argue. I will. You see, I think the intellectually elite make people argue with themselves. So that's probably what I would do. I would just make her argue with herself and ask questions about her ideology and just lead her back to herself, self-reflection. I've had these conversations with many women who said, your take on this is bogus. And we begin to have the conversation using the Socratic method, and they go, oh my God, I never thought about that. And they do a complete 180. I do it to men, I do it to women. It doesn't matter if the Socratic method works. But you have to be intellectually elite. I wouldn't say, okay, bye. To me, okay, bye is very feminine. It's like, okay, bye. Right? That's what a woman would say, right? Especially a black woman. She's like, okay, bye. I don't believe in dismissing people because they've already dismissed me and my opinions. I'm not going to add on top of that and dismiss them and their opinions. Instead, I'd like to know more about their thought process and why they think I'm wrong and how they came to that conclusion. And then we can think about dismissal. But I love being challenged. I'm a person that we got callers. The callers call in. They challenge me. Sometimes we disagree. Sometimes I capitulate because they're just absolutely right. Like the other day, Rudy the Vet Russo said, Jay-Z's a demon. I'm like, no, he's not. And I was like, give me one example. And he said, remember, he was face to face with Abramovich. And I was like, damn, I don't have a rebuttal to that. You win. Like, I just like being challenged and I can admit when I'm wrong. So when, a woman says something to me, there's, like, oh, you think like this, so I can't be around you. I think it's cute. Frankly, I think that's really adorable. Sort of like how you would look at a puppy or a 4-year-old, throwing a temper tantrum. I think it's absolutely adorable. I think it's mostly because this person is an intellectual toddler. And toddlers are cute. So I'm looking at this person like an intellectual toddler. And will bring them around and see themselves as such. So that's how I would handle the situation. I mean, he's not wrong. Bulldog mindset. I think his content is entertaining. I watch his videos every time they pop up, just because, you know, whatever. But I can't say I disagree, but I wouldn't handle it like that. A woman says to me, let's go back to the video, see what he says.
When a woman challenges you, she says, if you think this, then I can't see you anymore.
Yeah, no woman would ever say that to me. You know, no woman would ever say, if you think this, I can't see you anymore. If you've been already seeing me, you know exactly how I think. You know exactly how I feel. And no woman has ever said anything like that to me. And I've been challenged. I remember I used to date this church girl way back in the day. And we used to have a lot of ideological arguments. She was this university, very educated chick. And she's come close to saying stuff like that, but never, I can't see you anymore.
I can't be friends with you. Or
I can't be friends.
I can't associate with you.
You know, I think you got to sniff that out early. Those type of people, you got to sniff that type of person out early. And this comes back to vetting and social IQ, because you should be able to vet that type of person and scrutinize and filter those type of people out of your life before you even get to these type of talks. You know, but again, you know, she might be right. There's that one possibility, like, for example, if a woman said, if you vote for Biden, I can't be with you, the bitch is right. No woman should date a man that's voting for Biden. She just shouldn't. She just shouldn't. And there's nothing you can say to argue with that. You know, if a woman said, hey, you know, you believe in socialism and communism, I can't see you anymore. She's right. She's right, you know. So we have to leave room for, who is the man? What is he about? What are we talking about here? You know, we need to leave room for women to challenge men. Men need to be okay with being challenged. You know, this Neanderthal way of thinking of, you know, women must be subordinate and women must listen to me, and if she don't, then she gotta go. And, you know, there's time and place for that. There's a time and place for that. I wouldn't disagree 100%. But it's very Neanderthal way to look at things. Men should expect to be challenged by men or women. And you should enjoy it. Frankly, you should enjoy it. I enjoy it. You should enjoy it. It makes you a better person. Anyway, let's go back. Let's go back to Grift Bag. On to more pressing matters. Shout out to people that hung around for the big brain content. We about to get into it. Let's go right here. This is wild. Breaking investigation. Instagram helps connect and promote a vast network of accounts openly devoted to commission and purchase of underage content. According to investigations by the Wall Street Journal and researchers at Stanford and UMass Amherst, Instagram doesn't merely host the problems, its algorithms promote the content. Instagram connects pedos and guides them to content sellers via recommendation systems that excel at linking those who share niche interests. We're going to come back to this part right here. We're going to come back to this part right here. See, it says share niche interests. We're going to come right back to that. Remember I said that? Don't go anywhere. The journal and academic researchers found. No words for this abomination. So it says researchers found that Instagram enabled people to search explicit hashtags such as, damn, pedo whore, and oh my God, I don't even want to say what this stuff says. Connected to them to accounts that use terms to advertise child material for sale. Such accounts often claim to be run by the children themselves and overtly sexual handles incorporating words such as little slut for you. What the fuck is going on? Massive investigation exposing Instagram facilitating pedos and the evil they seek. Full free version, share with everyone. So this is on the Wall Street Journal, June 7th, 2023. You guys can go check that article. I'm not going to read the article because, you know, I don't want to spill my lunch. But we're going to come back to, remember I told you we got to come back? It says right here, who share niche interests. Now, before I even saw that, when I saw the headline, I was like, I already know what the algorithm's connecting people based upon. I already know what the algorithm's connecting people based upon. You know what algorithm's connecting people based upon? Pause the video, think about it, post your answer in the comment. If you're watching live, post your comment in the chat. Post your comment in the chat. Do you know what's linking these people? Does anybody have any idea what this niche interest is? Quote unquote, says the future. You know what it is? Can anybody guess what it is? I know what it is. You should know what it is. We've been saying it for years. There's a link between these groups. Matter of fact, have you ever gone into your I'm gonna go into my Instagram DMs and I'm gonna show you something. There's this thing right here where you can change the theme. Here, let me go full screen so you guys can see this. Let me go full screen so you guys can see that. So you can change the screen. I'm about to show my Instagram screen right here. And so they have Spider-Man, Elemental. These are two movies. One's out, one's coming out. Little Mermaid, Parenthood, Guardians of the Galaxy. But then right down here, they got the T people, non-binary, and Pride. Now, I've had my account removed from Instagram once before. Once. And do you know why it was removed? Do you want to know why my account was removed? For this, exposing exactly this. I was linking the connection between these two groups, and Instagram zapped that account. And I mean quick. They zapped that account so quick. So quick. Because I was pointing out the link between these two groups. Where you see the thing that connects the pot of gold, the thing that leads you to a pot of gold, you're going to find Biden's peoples. Hunter Biden's peoples. Kid sniffers. They just happen to be linked. And this is very ancient too. This goes back to Greece. In fact, should we go down a history memory lane? Let's see if we can find it. Let's see. Let's type in, let's go to the, actually, let's not go to Google. Google's not going to give me what I need. We're going to have to go to Russia for this one. Let's go here. And see if I can find it. But this goes back to Greece. And let's see. Here we go. Term carries connotations. Here we go. Here we go. Found it. It don't take long. You got to know your history. It's right here. Right here. Go here. Boom. All right. Y'all see that on the screen? It says right here, and you go do your Googles on this, do your researches. It says regarding the rainbow between males, it took a very specific form in ancient Greece. The institution of pederasty, which involved the relationship between a young male and an older male, wiser male companion was very much sexual in nature. Pederasty was considered an established practice with educational benefits and resulted in the transmission of values and learning between partners, which led to the younger male becoming more informed of his very pivotal role within the polyester community. Moreover, pederasty was an effective system with which to educate and incorporate elite men into the polis. These men would, of course, go on to marry women and produce children as benefited their role. Practiced more on a widespread basis with the greater public approval than any other Bud Light relations at any time in Western culture. Now, what happened here is if two men got together, two grown men got together, that was considered homosexual. But if you took a younger male, oh no, that's normal. That's normal. So when we look at this type of stuff that's happening, it has a history. It has a history attached to it. Be very clear. Matt Earthy said the Socratic method. Come on, man. Not that Socratic method. Koyos Ronan said the Spartans practiced this with their warriors' youth. That's correct. That's correct. Yeah, they're changing it to MAP. Yup, Canon Hotep, you're correct. They're changing the language around this. Cupid, yeah. So, you know, you watch the movie 300 with the Spartans, etc., etc. The truth is, that was a homo tribe. It was a homo tribe. Anyway, enough of that. Let's go back in the grift bag. I just want to put that across your desk because it needs to be talked about. It needs to be talked about. It needs to be shown. We're not going to hide from it. We're going to tell the truth. Let's go to crypto, but then we're going to go to... Did we talk about CNN yet? Let's talk about CNN, yeah, and then we'll talk about crypto. Let's talk about CNN, because CNN, that's just a quick... Let's go right here. Craig M. Wax says more than 80% of Anderson Cooper's $12 million salary is paid by Pfizer, warns RFK Jr. If this is true, it's no wonder that citizens are being forced, coerced, and propagandized. Now, I don't know if it's true, but it could be, and it sounds plausible. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if it was true. I would not be surprised. A lot of people got bags during the pandemic. Shit, they got a bag from Run DMC. Who else got a bag? Juvenile got a bag. Anderson Cooper obviously got a bag. So a lot of celebrities were getting handed bags. You know, they were getting handed bags to convince people to follow whatever agenda, you know, was there. Anyway, keeping in the line of CNN, this gentleman here, Chris Licht, he said CNN paid a research firm to find out why its ratings are tanking. The researchers found CNN's viewers stopped trusting the network because of the network's left-wing bias and historionic COVID reporting. The network brought in Chris Licht, or Light, to bring integrity back to CNN. Democrats didn't like it and pressured the network to fire him. Let's put that on your screen. So here's the source of this article. This is on the Federalist.com. Again, do your own fact checks. So it says here, 3 highest causes of mistrust were liberal bias, the Chris Cuomo situation, and the pandemic coverage. The report respondents covered a ideological spectrum, lambasting CNN's dire and overly dramatic sensational reporting. Yeah, that's what I hate about the media. They're always so like hyperbolic. CNN's chief medical respondent, Sanjay Gupta, was central to the network's COVID sensationalism and fake fact-checking. Received an award for excellence in political journalism. and was praised for accurate information. Meanwhile, CNN team that reported from the Chinese quarantine received an award named after a reporter murdered in the Greek Civil War. CNN faces significant criticism for his response to CNN's coverage, which was aired to feature in Atlantic. Light wrote reportedly felt he was on a mission to restore the network's reputation for serious journalism. He admitted that CNN's coverage began with the desire to help people in confusing pandemic era, but ultimately driven by ratings. He has since apologized for his remarks, but CNN's own survey results suggest his statements were based on public sentiment and statistics known to the company. That is something companies do. They run surveys to their audience to find out what they like, what they don't like, and you got to follow those. They tell you exactly what's going on. You know, you let your customer build the product. Outside sources confirm trust in CNN is declining. A Statista survey released a few months before Light's hiring last year showed only 20% of Americans placed a lot of trust in CNN, and it hasn't improved under the new CEO. In April, YouGov found that 13% of U.S. adults consider, only 13% of U.S. adults consider CNN very trustworthy. Damn, that's wild. Anyway, I just remembered something that was in the Grift bag that should have come right after our last story, our previous story. Let me find it. Here it is right here. Hold on. Let's pull this up on the screen. So here we have a video posted by Andy No. Origins is Ford Fisher. Ford Fisher says, video. Protect our children. Today, a Muslim-led coalition rallied outside the Montgomery County, Maryland School Board against the removal of an opt-out option from homosexuality-related material. Pro-LGBT activists counter-protested, chanting, secular schools. Security decided to allow 30 people from each side of the issue, pro-Bud Light versus pro-opt-out, to come into the MoCo school board meeting. Percentage, not number, chanted the opt-out side, claiming they had a bigger presence outside, so more should be allowed. I agree. You know, if there's more of those people, you can't even out the numbers, bro. Fuck out of here. Democracy, right? After the pro opt-out sides, 30 chosen activists entered the school board. 30 pro Bud Light did as well, passing their remaining opponents who yelled, protect our children at them. Look at these fools. All women. All of them women. Look at it. All women and a few beta cucks. You see them. White women with bad color hair. You see it. Must be stopped. During the MoCo school board, several Muslim speakers used the public comment time to support an opt-out option from sexuality material. One described removing opt-out as intolerance of the faith community and concluded with takbir. Some in the crowd replied, Allahu Akbar. Let's listen to her tape.
Good afternoon, Dr. McKnight and members of the board. My name is Yasmin and I'm a former MCPS student. Freedom of religion is a fundamental human right that protects the conscience of all people. It allows us to think, express, and act upon what we deeply believe. But around
I'm sorry, I don't want to hear her talk. Women don't got enough fire for me. I need to hear from a man from the Muslim community. Let's just go to this video. I really don't want to hear. She's a student. She young. She don't know shit anyway. I need somebody with some venom. Let's see what this Muslim man got to say.
Good morning, MCPS board members. My name is Adil Kareem. I'm a parent, a community member, and I'm here to talk to you about reinstating the opt-out option.
When y'all do these things, man, don't be coming with this shit written down. You gotta speak from your heart. Tell them this is an abomination and Muhammad would not allow it.
Alhamdulillah. I want to start by addressing the false notion that if someone chooses not to read a particular book,
it's haram.
It's because they have hatred towards that book. This is not true. Today, I brought with me this book here. It's called the Quran. How many board members have read this book? See, would it be fair to say that you have not chosen to read this book because you hate the characters in this book? The story of Jesus Christ is in this book. Would it be fair to say that you're not choosing to read this because you hate Jesus? It wouldn't be true. It would be extreme and it would be incorrect. It's equally extreme and incorrect for someone to assume the reason.
He ain't coming enough venom. I need somebody cussing and yelling and screaming, man. Then they brought this little black boy up there. I ain't even gonna play what he said, cause he sound crazy. Where's the venom at?
We support the expanded curriculum because it teaches students that there are many ways to be human.
Oh, shut up. Where the fire at? Where the people that's willing to get kicked out? We ain't playing no more of these videos, man. Anyway, that's what's going down. But you see the people outside. You know what I mean? You see the people outside. And I said it before. The only thing that can save America is the hijab.
Alhamdulillah.
Try to tell you. I try to tell you. Only thing that's going to save America is the hijab. It's a hijab summer. Only Allah can save us. Jesus has failed us. Only Allah can save us.
Alhamdulillah.
Your Bible has not protected us. Islam will. Go ask Andrew Tate.
Alhamdulillah.
Go ask Andrew Tate. Huh? This shit is haram.
Alhamdulillah.
Hotep's been told you. I told you who was going to help us. I told you who was going to help us. The hijab. Inshallah. Facts. Huh? Inshallah. Shout out to my folks. 2 months of solid Sharia law.
Alhamdulillah.
ASAP. 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 That's what we need. 2 months of Sharia law. Get all this shit settled. It'll take care of Bud Light and everything else going on. Then we can go back to the Bible. Y'all made these people out to be villains and terrorists, and they was just trying to prevent pronouns from leaking into their country. And y'all dropped bombs on them. Y'all called them terrorists. Allahu Akbar. Huh? Allahu Akbar. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Tried to tell y'all. Hotep's been told you, all praise be to Allah. Islam was right. Islam was right. Church, where you at? It's on you now. It's your turn, church. Where them Bible people at? Bible has not protected us. Only the hijab can.
Alhamdulillah.
Let's go back in the grift bag. Try to tell y'all, man. Hotep's been told you, man. Can't pull that shit on the goddamn Islams. The Islam's not going to have that. They not going to have that. It's not going down. Not on Muhammad's watch. Let's go to crypto, and then we're going to finish off with some politics. We're going to open up the phone lines, 202-596-5631. My homie DZ got something to say. DZ said Biden crypto timeline, October 20th, 2022. I'm sorry, October 20th, 2020. SBF FTX donates $5 million to the Biden-Harris campaign, making him the second largest donor. February 3rd, 2021, Joe Biden appoints Gary Gensler as chair of the SEC. Duties include protecting investors from fraud and abuse, ensuring that markets are fair. May 10th, 2023, SBF FTX founder and Gary Gensler meet in person to discuss crypto regulation. Marks the first time that the SEC chair has met with a major cryptocurrency exchange CEO. November 11, 2022, FTX files for bankruptcy. I think he meant to put 2022 on that last one. So that was May 10th, 2022 on the last one. FTX files for bankruptcy, leaving customers without access to millions. Market loses billions in the aftermath, labeled one of the worst frauds in history. June 2023, the SEC attacks sound businesses who have been attempting to work with regulators for over a decade. Coinbase, Kraken, and now Binance. DZ continues, he says, I think we are witnessing corruption. Clear and simple. The fact that FTX was never sued by the FTC makes 0 sense. Political favor was bought. He hit on so many good points in that thread right there. So many good points. First of all, the only thing I think he left out was Linda Bankman-Fried and her statistical model. So SBF's Momma had a statistical model that showed Democrats where they should put their money and when. Sometimes all on the same day, like right before the deadline, so that Republicans couldn't counteract it. So she was like the brain behind how to maneuver donor money for the Democratic Party. That's the only thing I think he's like seriously missing here. A lot of people ignore that fact. A lot of people didn't see that. I saw it, and I'm going to continue to speak about that. That's a huge part. The money is one thing, but you know, you can give somebody $5 million, but how you use it is very, very important, right? Some people win the lottery, they end up broke. Some people win the lottery and they end up with more money. So it matters how the money's used. The fact that he met with SBF, Sam Bankman-Fried, the fact that he met with him, meanwhile, Coinbase and Kraken and these other people are like, SEC, show us how to regulate. We don't want to do something wrong. And they're like, no, not you. But you get this collusion between, or alleged collusion between Gary Gensler and SBF. SBF is still walking free. This is a free man. He's a free man walking. What's going on here? Meanwhile, they were attacking every other thing. We know what this was about. This was about controlling markets. This is what central banking does. They like to control markets. This is classic socialism. Some people would call, you know, these money things, these money legislations, capitalism and all of that. No, this is communism. This is socialism. This is centralization of money within the hands of the state, centralization of power of money within the hands of the state. You know, the money masters behind it all. So that's your crypto update for the day. Shout out to DZ. I'm gonna be back on ATB soon. I just gotta pace myself as I'm doing this new show. Speaking of donor money, let's go here. Charlie Kirk put out this tweet that I thought was quite eerie. He said, just got word a major donor is planning a minimum $50 million spend against Trump in the primary. So there's a donor, unnamed at this point, who has $50 million against Trump. Okay, so he'll throw $50 million at somebody who can beat Trump. This donor is saying, I don't care what it takes. I don't want to invest in the general election if Trump is the nominee. We must defeat him. Now, this is the part to me that seemed really eerie. Charlie Kirk says, imagine how many ballots we could chase with $50 million. Now, Charlie's he's a slick one. Master Charlie's a slick one. Because you can infer what he's trying to say here two different ways. You could say Charlie's, criticizing the donor and saying, hey, this $50 million could still win us some ballots. Or you could infer and say, hey, maybe we need to dump Trump so we can get this $50 million. Cash rules everything around me.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Hotep Jesus? Hotep Jesus? Hotep Jesus?
Cash rules everything around me. You follow the money, you find out who's really running the show. What do y'all think in the chat? What do y'all think? Are you saying Charlie's saying we should take this $50 million and beat Trump? Or are you saying he's saying, This $50 million should go to Trump. Who is Charlie supporting? Do we know? Anybody know who Charlie's supporting? We're going to open up the phone lines after the next story. I'm going to show you this next story. Then we're going to open up phone lines. 202-596-5631. 202-596-5631. Where is it? I just had it up. Oh, here we go. More donor money. This is from Sandy for Liberty. Oh, she follows me. I'll give her a follow back. She looks somewhat important. DeSantis fundraiser was funded by lobbyists for Moderna. Oh, yeah? A company that makes puberty blockers and sanctioned a Chinese firm. Lobbyist Mark Lampkin. Portfolio includes companies that DeSantis has railed against. Bud Light lobbyist is a mega fundraiser for DeSantis. DeSantis will do and say anything to get elected. Remember last week, a leaked audio of DeSantis saying if he wins nomination, he will move to the center on abortion, joking that abortion is still legal in Florida. Oh, wow. Did he say that? It's getting messy out here. It's getting messy out here. Dirt is going to be flinging both ways. Everybody's going to be exposing everybody's dirt. You know, the DeSantis people are going to be exposing Trump dirt. Trumpers are going to be exposing DeSantis dirt. I think DeSantis got more dirt. I don't think DeSantis could. You're not going to run out of ammo coming after DeSantis. You know, Trump, only thing you got on him is indictments, and that's not even something you can use as a right winger. What do they have against him? The jab, bump stocks, and didn't drain the swamp. Right? I think those are the top three. Meanwhile, DeSantis is, oh man, his side he's in murky waters. He's swampy. DeSantis is coming out looking like the Swamp Thing.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
She said, watch out for deep fakes. Yeah. We definitely got to watch out for deep fakes. Fact check everything I say on this show. Shut up, Trish. Nobody asked you. Let's go to the phone lines. 202-596-5631. 202-596-5631. We're going to a commercial break. Be right back after this short commercial break.
Most of you will be replaced by AI, but it doesn't have to be this way. You can become AI resistant, but you will need to outperform the machines. You may not think this is possible, but it is. The infiniteness of human consciousness is more infinite than the power of the machine. You may not know how to tap into this power, but we do, and we will show you how. Join us in this journey to make the machine our servant.
Damn, my bad. I had the thing on Do Not Disturb. Go ahead, hit the phone lines, man. 202-596-5631. We're gonna get y'all in here. I was sitting there like, why am I not hearing no phone calls? Because I had this shit on Do Not Disturb. Because yesterday it was like reducing people's volume. And then sometimes like if you guys are calling while I'm on the phone, it makes like that beeping noise, and y'all was complaining about that. So yeah. Joe Music 931 said they didn't even have to say put the mask back on. Everybody masked up again. The social experiment was a success. Word. Oh, I know who this is. Strong Dad on the line.
Listen, first of all, let me just say, man, shout out to the Muslim community, you know what I'm saying? They saw Alhamdulillah. They was like, you know what I'm saying? This is haram. We got to change this. Facts, you know what I'm saying? We need them. We need them on our side. The hijab saves all. Correct. I just wanted to say, along with my message to y'all dads out there, I know some of y'all listening, you know what I'm saying, and y'all got dicky do, you know what I'm saying, and if y'all don't know what that is, that's when your belly stick out more than your dicky do, you know what I'm saying. Listen, man, I love y'all, but y'all got to lose some weight and stop doing these weak ass workouts. Y'all need to get on some real shit. Let me tell you what happened to me the other day. I painted the shop of a chocolatier, and he gave me a call a couple days later, like a week later, and he said, "Hey man, I need your help. They're going to be dropping a pallet of beans off at my house or at my shop, and I need you to help me carry them in." And I was like, "Sure, I got you." And he goes, "Well, I need some help. He's like, you got some friends you can bring with you. And I said, well, how much do they weigh? And he goes, oh, well, they're about 4 bags and they're about 150 pounds each. And my jaw dropped to the floor because, listen, fellas, there should be no fucking reason why y'all can't lift more than 200 pounds off of the ground. No reason at all. What happens if your wife throws out a bag? What happens if your wife throws out her back? You know what I'm saying? I like a thick woman. Some of us, we like thick women, so we know that they weigh a little more than, 200 pounds. What happens if she hurt herself? You gonna carry her, or you gonna rely on another nigga to carry her? You feel me? So y'all got to lift some weight, man. Lift some weight. Your gut health, your joint health, all these things are important. You know what I'm saying? All this shit that's happening in the Grift bag is blowing my mind, and I can't wait to hear what Rudy got to say about all this because I know it's going to blow my mind some more. But I just wanted to remind y'all.
I'll be damned if another nigga carry my girl.
Facts. Let me tell you what. If somebody throw their back out, if your girl throw your back out around me, I'm gonna make you look bad just to do it. Just to do it.
I'll be damned.
And she gonna be like, ooh, hold up, pause. Oh my goodness. And you will be standing there looking like an idiot. And you know what? It's the same thing for the women too, because, I know some of y'all saw that video where the mom, her baby, the stroller started going into the road and she couldn't catch the baby because she kept falling because she was not athletic enough to do so. That's not okay. That's not okay. Y'all can't be okay with a low standard of living, man. You can't. And you know what? If I have money like Al Pacino, I don't give a damn. I'm making I'm Nick Cannon in this whole earth, man. Y'all finna see little me's everywhere. They're gonna be taken care of. I'm Al Pacino.
Talk about it.
That's the only time. That's the only exception to, what I believe is, like being, there for your children for the long term and all this, If you got it like that, then flex it, man. Make an empire. That's this America was built on strong families. It was built on powerful families. You think they really cared at some point how many kids they was having? Some of these dudes was, 80 years old having babies and they living off their money. So that's that part right there. I think that's, whatever that chick was saying, she don't. Also, you weren't lying about making a book, a manual for your sons. I wrote one for my daughter and for any of my other generations. It's got the traditions that we primarily celebrate in our family. It's got my philosophies. It's filled with comedic knowledge. I got the 42 laws of my aunt in the very beginning of it. I don't play around because I know the same thing happened in my head. I was like, what happens if I die? I want my daughter to know exactly what is on my mind, my philosophies. And then I want her to pass that on to her children. You know what I'm saying? If my wife remarries and has more sons, fuck it, give that to them. All that matters is that the philosophy moves forward, that Hotep moves forward. You know what I'm saying? We're like it's like an ant colony. You know what I mean? Like if you got to sacrifice yourself, you're going to leave behind a legacy. It's really important. So that's my message. That's all I got to say.
Alhamdulillah.
Hey, Allah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, wait. Yesterday, I was having mad Hotep brain when y'all was talking about Yaqub and all that. Yo, shout out to Shaka Amos. Y'all, if you have never read the book Myths of Mesopotamia, I suggest reading it. You learn some pretty interesting things like Allah had brothers. You know what I'm saying? Yahweh had brothers. You know what I'm saying? So
what's it called?
It's called Myths of Mesopotamia. It's got the epic of the Asra Hasis in it. And if y'all know, like that's like one of the earlier origin stories. This guy, just read it. Just read it. Because I can't.
Wait, spell the title? Spell the title?
Myths of Mesopotamia.
What's myth? Spell that. How you spell that?
Myths?
Yeah.
MYTHS.
Oh, myth. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Myths of Mesopotamia.
Myth of Mesopotamia.
Yeah, it's got the flood story in there. But you know what I'm saying? I learned it from listening to Shaka Amos debate them Hebrew Israelites and stuff like that. And you know, when I read that, it really kind of opened my eyes on what we believe or claim to believe and how things have played out over history. It's an amazing work. It's, you know, it was written by someone who's accredited in this language. That's it. That's all I got to say. I don't want to go too far.
All right, we're going to have to put that on the reading list. Y'all heard it. That's on the Hotep reading list. What else did I want to say to you? Now, was something you said earlier. What do you call it? Dicky Doo?
The Dicky Doo. Yeah, the Dicky Doo. That's when your belly stick out more than your Dicky Doo.
Fellas, if you got a Dicky Doo, you got to do better, man. You got to do better. Man,
even if you don't got a Dicky Doo, I know some of y'all right now, when you tie your shoes in the morning, you got to hold your breath to reach your feet. I know some of y'all right now can't stand up and touch your toes without bending your knees. I know for a fact. That's not okay as a man. Y'all, your hip health is directly tied to your longevity, how long you are on this earth. You'd be surprised how much your joints matter to your body being able to sustain load for a long time. Hey, man, there's an 82-year-old man in my gym this morning, and he talks about music, and he's always interrupting my sets. And he came up to me today, and he was like, you know, my foot hurt really bad. You know, things have been, you know, a lot harder since I turned 89. He was like, you know, I've had a back surgery. I've had several since 72. But you know what? I mustered up the strength to come here. And I'm telling you right now, that right there is important. That's called Constitution. If you don't have that, you have nothing as a man, because this is what determines how far you can actually push yourself, how far you can actually go. So, you know, it's really important to pay attention to those things, because you don't have to be a powerlifter, a bodybuilder, you know what I'm saying? You don't even have to have a six-pack, but damn it, you've got to be strong, and you've got to be healthy, and you got to be flexible. These things are going to, they're going to make you feel that much better. Your quality of life is going to shoot through the roof, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's an important thing for me, as y'all know.
You know, that's what I've been trying to work on, too, is my flexibility. When I was a kid, man, my flexibility was insane. And I want to get back to that. I've lost a lot of my flexibility, and I think that's that's important too as well.
That's right. That's right.
But that's what I wanted to talk about too. Damn, what's going on if your bitch is 200 pounds?
I'm telling you, hey,
she better be 6'2".
Listen. If she is even if she is 120 pounds. I know a lot of dudes who are barely getting that 135 off the ground, you know what I'm saying, on a deadlift. Just think about it. Y'all don't want to be in that position. You don't want to be in that position.
That's a bad place
and your
to
wife,
be.
she don't want to be in that position either, you know what I'm saying? But I come from, you know, a family of thick black women, so I'm a little more biased when it comes to, you know what I'm saying. But it still is very much important, you know, regardless. You know what I'm saying? That body positivity shit did nothing but fuck our whole people up. So y'all stop being body positive. Look yourself in the mirror and say, "Damn, I'm a fat piece of shit. I need to get to the gym." Period.
Yo, you know what's funny is my dad just turned 80. And and he goes to the doctors. You know, you know that's what you're supposed to do. You know, you want to get your checkups, and you know if there's anything broken, you want to get it fixed. And he walks in, right? He walks into the doctor's office, and everybody his age and younger can't walk into the doctor's office. He's the only one that he goes to the doctor's office. He's the only one that can walk in. And my dad's 80. We was out there playing pickleball the other day, and he won a game. He won a game.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, And then, you know, I was talking to, some of the folks around here because my pops came up to watch one of our games. And somebody said, like, yo, that was your pops, right? Like, yeah, like, yo, he kind of brolic. And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, you know how old he is? He's like, I was like, he's 80. He like, whoa, he's 80. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, my pops is brolic and he 80. He moving good, and, he probably going to hit 120. I think he's going to hit at least 120 years of age. Like, he's not showing any signs of slowing down. And I think that's just a matter of what you said, right? Like, staying fit and taking care of your body. If you really want to be here, you're going to be here for that amount of time. The way I got my life set up, I'm probably going to live to 200. So, you know what I mean? It's just that Hotep way of life.
Hey, man, I went too hard, you know what I'm saying? I'll be lucky. But, when I got locked up, the first time I actually stepped on the weight pile, it was a brother named Moses Ill. He was at the Moore Science Temple. And he took me to the weight pile. And this dude was 60-some years old. And this dude looked like he had been on stage. He was ripped. He was huge. And we were doing dips. And he was just out dipping me, doing straight into push-ups and straight into pull-ups. And in my head, I was like, how is a man this old able to do this, And I always look at, really healthy older men as a great example of what I should be, how I should be. I've been skateboarding since '93. There's a dude in my skate park. He's 64, and he has the record for the longest handstand on the skateboard in Colorado. And I asked him one day, I was like, what's your secret to coming out here and doing what you do? And he said, the first thing that he thinks about is, it's not about being death-defying. It's about being able to get a line done. Can I get a line done? And he's just so healthy. And I looked at him and I realized, like, the philosophies of these older men who have actually made it this far, we can't take it for granted. We may not agree with their politics. We may not agree with their philosophies, but there is something to say about men who make it to that age and are able to live their life to the fullest still. That is a very important thing to take from them. If you're going to take something from them, let it be that. Let it be, their philosophy on longevity, because that'll help you out, especially in this world where they poison us everywhere, every facet, any diet you choose, unless you're growing and, raising your own livestock and growing your own food, you're almost certainly getting poisoned to a degree. So, you really, it's more important now than it has been before to pay attention to, these aspects of your health. So that's why I say, man, I know y'all love the Chinese food, man. Hey, man, I love junk food, but I made a sacrifice and it ended up being a benefit. It's not a sacrifice if you're gaining from it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Improve sleep. You know what I'm saying? You're stronger, you feel better, your skin looks better, you know what I'm saying? Your hair grow better if you got it. And all of these things, your dick work better. Y'all want your dick to work good? You got to take care of yourself, period. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's the message, man.
I was in a really bad place at one point in my life, and when I was in high school, I was an athlete, so I was very much in shape. But I remember freshman year of college, I was in shape, but I was just a skinny kid. I was a slender, skinny kid, and I was like, I want to look big, right? So I remember my pops had this book by Arnold Schwarzenegger on weightlifting. And I forget what it said, but it mentioned squats. It said, if you want to get big, you got to start with squats. So I was hitting the squat rack really hard. I buffed up. I put on like 20 pounds. My diet was crazy. I was eating like 5 times a day just to put that weight on. It took me about 3 months. Damn, what's the name of that book? I'm going to find it and I'm going to show it on here. But it was like 30 pounds in 60 days or something like that. And it fucking worked.
I know what book you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about?
I know. Yeah.
It's a
blue
and yellow book.
One of the few fitness books you find when you in the pen is an Arnold book. So it's like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Everybody in there is doing old school Arnold exercises. And you know what? Arnold was not, that philosophy is not wrong. Things like that, being able to do squats, overhead presses, you know what I'm saying? Being able to row, bench over row, these things, you don't have to become like the best at them, but you have to be able to do them because these are motions you perform. When you pick something up, when you reach down, if you're bending at the waist, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like you're throwing your back out. It is really important. From skateboarding, I've had so many injuries and So I've always had to pay attention to those things. My mother, she did weightlifting. She was a power lifter in college. She played rugby. She was a wrestler. She was, a jack of all trades. My dad, non-athletic at all. So, my philosophy on these things comes from where I've been, but it also comes from my mother, like, watching how hard she went and, that athleticism, that pays off, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah. So peep game, right?
These things are important.
So peep game. So 2008 housing crisis hits. I lose my career. Everybody knows that story, how I lost my career and I got zeroed out. And I became emaciated, mostly because I was having cigarettes for lunch and dinner. And yeah, it was getting bad. So when I kind of getting my life together, I went back and I was like, it's time to hit the gym again, put on some weight. I think I was like 125 pounds, 130 pounds. It was really, really small and really, really skinny. I looked terrible. And I never forget, I went to go to the pull-up bar. I was like, all right, we're going to try these pull-ups out. And I never really remembered doing pull-ups. So I went to go pull and I could not move, not even a centimeter could I pull myself up. So then I went over to the dip bar and I couldn't even do the dip. And that was the moment that I realized, like, yo, I got to get my life together. I can't do a pull up or a dip. So
how you gonna save yourself in a situation?
Right. That's exactly what I thought about. What if you're hanging on the side of a cliff? How do you pull yourself up? This is exactly what I thought about. And I turned to my man, Will, and I just started laughing like, bro, I'm in bad shape. And he just laughed at me. And we went to the gym consistently. And, today I'm the type of person, I could do my dips and my reps. I could do my dip reps. I could do 20 in a set. I could probably push 30 if I wanted to.
That's really good.
Yeah. Dip for me ain't a real problem. The thing is, like, I look skinny, but I guess because I'm somewhat consistent with the dips and pull-ups, that, like, I still maintain a nice physique. So I maintain myself around 160 to 165 pounds, which is 30 pounds heavier from being 130. But now I'm back on weightlifting because I was just doing body weight just really to maintain a certain physique. But now I'm doing weightlifting again. So now it's 10 pounds to Hotep Con. So I'm gonna put on 10 pounds and try to chisel this stomach down a little bit because I got a little chubby around the stomach and shit. You know what I mean? From sitting at this computer. But I'm on that journey. It's Strong Dad June, and I'm here for it, man.
Hey, it is possible. It is possible. And real quick, fellas, before you consider, taking TRT and HRT, I know Joe Rogan, he didn't convince niggas that they all need to get on it. Check to see if your testosterone levels are healthy first, and then exhaust all natural methods first. That way you don't put yourself in a position where you're beholden to this artificial enhancement. If you can get your testosterone levels to a healthy level without it, you don't actually need it. You don't actually need it. If you want to, be, massive, I get that, but think about what happens if one day they say, we ain't doing TRT no more. Y'all can't get it. Only the Transformers can get it. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna crash. You're gonna crash. So that and that is a controversial take because a lot of dudes disagree. You know what I'm saying? And all I gotta say is train insane or remain the same. And if you don't know how to do that, then maybe you're not cut out to be a man. You know what I'm saying? Put that dress on. But if you need it, if you actually need it, do it, man. Do it. Take care of yourself.
I remember
Take care of yourself and look after yourself.
I was hanging out with a group of men. It was a men's thing, gathering or whatever. And dude came up to me and he told me about this TRT thing. And he's like, oh, it's so great, da-da-da-da-da. And I didn't know anything about it. I just heard the word testosterone in it. And I'm like, cool, yeah, I'm down with it. What is it, a pill I got to take? He was like, nah, you got to shoot it in your ass. I was like, oh, I'm out.
Yes. Listen, I'm like, the exhausting all your methods. If you hit the full circle, you're sleeping right, you're eating right, you're actually exercising, you're doing everything you need to, you'd be surprised where your testosterone levels actually end up. I thought that I had some low-key, And I just changed my diet to something that works for me, and everything changed. Everything changed. And I realized it really was just my habits that were making me, putting me in this position. It had nothing to do with my levels. You know what I'm saying? So it's,
my ancestors is Anunnaki from Nibiru, so we got good genes over here. It take me 30 days to bulk up.
Facts. Well, if you read that book, Mr. Mesopotamia, you're going to learn something about the Anunnaki, man.
Anunnaga?
Yo, man, I don't even want to start because then I'll never stop. I'm telling you right now, man. It's mind-blowing research. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, shout out to Shaka Amos, because I never would have even looked at that book had I not listened to him smash these Hebrew Israelites in a debate. You know what I'm saying? Because he goes hard. We all know he goes hard.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Take care of your bodies the best way that you can. Get strong. You know what I'm saying? You're going to feel liberated. You know what I'm saying? Your wife's going to love it. She's going to love you looking flexed out, looking good. You know what I mean? And there's nothing but benefits. Nothing but benefits from putting the chicken down and picking up something different. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying, just eating the chicken bacon. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing good for you. Ain't nothing good for you in the drive-thru. Ain't nothing good in the drive-thru.
Big facts.
You know what I'm saying? So,
yo, appreciate the calling, man. The phone lines is hot, yo.
Hey, man, let them in.
All right, yo, Hotep and Bill.
Hotep and Bill.
Strong Dad Protocol on the check-in. I see y'all calling in. Inside of the Ages, Juneteenth was pushed in the press to distract from Black Wall Street massacre going viral. The Dems did it. No one mentions it during Black History Month. Big facts. It's big facts. I agree with that. Wait, what is this? What is this? I'm trying to figure out how I can add contacts in here.
Call from
Goldstein.
Hotep Goldstein on the check-in. What up, bro?
What's happening? Hey, shout out to Strong Dad for the workout tips and whatnot, but I'm gonna add something to that. Probably even more than keeping yourself healthy. You want to live a very long life. This method is hands down the best. It's undefeated. All you got to do is keep a nice, good level of hate in your heart. Hate will keep you alive.
Wait, what?
Hate, rage. Think about it. Some of the oldest people you know are some of the most bitter, hate-filled motherfuckers you can imagine. All right? Good people, they check out young because, the Lord got to call them home. But if you got a nice, healthy level of hate in you, you'll live forever, boy. Let me tell you. That's my method.
You said that's your method?
Yeah. I work out too and shit, but, I rely more so on the hate. Find something good to hate and just hate that shit.
Yeah, I can't wait to get you, Rudy, and Strong Dad on the stage at HotepCon next year. This is gonna be great.
Yeah. Hey, as far as Zion Williamson, bro, that's a warning shot. That's all that shit is. Like I understand, we can understand shit gets messy, but shit don't necessarily air itself out on Twitter to that level, right? So to me, what that looks like is at some point during the off season, they got in his ear and was like, "Yo, we need you to endorse this," right? And he was like, "Nah," because if you remember, he wasn't too keen on that shot to begin with, and then he eventually capitulated.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. But you already know he's got some level of based in him, some level of old school woke in him. All right. So they probably got at his ass and was like, "We need you to endorse this, fill in the blank." And he was like, "Nah." And they was like, "Okay, well, warning shot. And if you keep on, we gonna make your ass wear the dress to come back into the fold."
Damn. So you saying the hoe is a CIA op?
Yeah, I'm saying that.
Damn, they got hoe ops out here. Well, the hoe op is the oldest op.
Look, that's the oldest op known to man. Look,
yeah,
Epstein made a career off that shit. So,
big facts.
Oh, yeah. So Zion, man, either, you know, he done probably got himself in some shit running in them circles, some shit that we don't know about. You know, you already see this bitch talking about spitting in her mouth and some more weird shit. So he probably got proclivities, right?
Yeah.
He done got himself into some type of video, or some type of whatever the case may be, and they gonna dust that shit off. So Zion, we praying for you. You can wear the dress if you want to, but I wouldn't advise it because that's just a slippery slope down to some more other shit.
Big facts.
Just go ahead and take what you got coming. You shouldn't have been out there spitting on motherfuckers in the first place. Take what you got coming. Come on back home.
What else you got for us today?
The Instagram shit.
Okay.
You know they trying to move these maps, quote unquote, into the mainstream.
Yeah.
But it has to start somewhere. So right now, I'm guessing that Instagram is probably a part of a significant underground railroad for these motherfuckers. All right, they play.
Instagram is the underground railroad for the maps. Lord have mercy. Keep going.
Yeah. These fools, they gotta get them what they got coming in their minds somehow, some way. They can't just be completely exclusionary. That way, when they jump on the bandwagon 100% and start flying these motherfuckers' flags, which I don't even know what the fuck that's going to look like and don't want to know. But when they start doing it, they got to be like, yeah, we've been here since the beginning type shit, because some of the more weird-ass maps will call it out and be like, y'all wasn't rocking with us, don't be rocking with us now type shit. But now they got this probably hidden network that we ain't even aware of. We already know about the one for like the people of power, people in high places. We know about their little.
There you go. Side quest coming.
They gotta have one for the everyman, and that's the Instagram outlet, right? Go ahead and get these fools going. So you can consider Instagram is the Harriet Tubman for maps right now.
God damn. That's one hell of a take. Yeah. Somebody in chat said Dan Goldstein got the tightest kufi, don't he?
I keep that motherfucker. It's actually a yarmulke though. Anybody listening, you know, I love the state of Israel and all that other good shit, right? Now, the take on the Muslims, the Bible, bro, listen, I understand that the Muslims is leading the league right now.
Yeah.
Right? The Muslims, they leading the league right now in doing the right thing as it pertains to them T people and all the rest of that weird shit, right?
Yeah.
But the Muslims in this instance are the LeBron James of this fight. They're current and they are hard. They pause. They going large right now. Pause on all that, right?
Uh-huh.
The Christians, bro, when they was active, they created an entire dark age. So they are the Michael Jordan when it comes to beating back weird shit. Right?
Dang.
We don't want to see them active, bro, because I'm telling you now, when they go all the way.
All the way.
I'm old enough to remember when these fools was blowing up abortion clinics and shit back in the 80s. Like it was the thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And these fools are lucky that they've been passive up to this point. Now, I would like to have some modicum of that old Christian back, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would like to see that because you know, that's the civilization and the shit that I'm used to. I'm not really trying to fucking give up my pork chops, bro. Fuck that. we can't taking over all the damn world. We gotta have some balance here. Like, yeah, so I would like to see the Christians get active again. You don't have to go all the way dark ages with it. These motherfuckers was putting fools in Iron Maiden and stretching them apart and all kinds of other weird shit.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't need that version.
Yeah.
But we do need some of that
Yeah.
to come on back if the West has any chance of survival.
I agree. Outside
of that, let me touch on DeSantis and Trump.
Okay.
Yeah, they sling mud. They slinging mud at each other, and they're going to continue to do this, and it's going to get ramped up as we get closer to the election.
Mm-hmm.
But they ain't going to tell us nothing about each other that we don't already know.
Right.
And if you're looking for more shit on Trump, right, I think the biggest selling point that DeSantis can come with would be to remind everybody that when rubber hit the road, when it really mattered, the people who follow Trump, he left their ass in the dust, just like every other goddamn billionaire would on the face of this fucking planet, because there's still people in jail right now that he could have pardoned on his way out the door.
That's true.
So that's what your leader, if you one of these MAGA types. I'm not talking about the people who just like the policies. I'm talking about the cult followers.
Yeah.
Right? The cult members.
Yeah.
If you one of them, that's what your leader will do to you when it matters the most. It's on display right there. So if DeSantis really want to rock some shit, that's a message he could rock to really dent that motherfucker's profile right now. Because right now he's looking untouchable.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
A little change of pace here. Is there anything in Revelations about these goddamn red skies I'm seeing right now with all this dust in the air? This feel like end times right now. I feel it.
But it's like that every damn summer in Arizona. Some always burning in this motherfucking state, cover the whole state, right?
Really?
So as long as it's just some type of wildfire, you good.
Okay.
You good.
I'm good.
Right? But you good.
All right.
But if you start hearing that, chasms and shit done broke open in the earth and the skies look like, that's a wrap.
Okay, so we got to watch out for the chasms.
Got to watch out for the chasms breaking open and all kinds of other weird shit because, the way CERN doing things right now, I wouldn't be surprised if they're going to start unlocking some shit real soon. They
what you mean?
Messing around. They messing around with dimensions and portals and all that other shit over there in CERN, bro.
Oh, yeah, CERN. Yeah.
But I'm telling you, look, that movie you brought up the other day with the Chinese lady, Everything Everywhere and shit, right? Those movies, the multiverse, all that shit that they focusing on now.
Yeah.
Them shits there, them shits are motherfucking biographies, bro. Them not entertainment. That's not fantasy. That's them letting us know without letting us know that they done fucked around and did something. Not finna do something, right? They done fucked around and did something.
Damn.
And they can't undo it. That's why everybody done lost their goddamn mind in just fucking 6 years, bro. They unleashed hell on earth on this motherfucker somewhere, somehow.
They opened up like a portal to another dimension or some shit?
Yeah, they opened up straight to hell. See, we thinking, oh, this is all scientific method. Nah, this is what them demons sold these motherfuckers to do so they can make their way here in droves because they was here to some degree, but now they done opened up the portals, all these motherfuckers spilling through it like it ain't shit because look how crazy the goddamn world is. Now, that's the only real evidence I have, right? Everybody done lost their mind in 5-6 years and all kinds of weird shit just happening. And we blame it on the internet. Well, what the fuck you think the internet is?
Uh-oh.
What do you think that is? What do you think that was? That was their plan to bring their ass over here. and started happening. And now they trying to plug us into that motherfucker. Yeah. I don't think demonic possession comes in the form nowadays of what it looked like on The Exorcist. I think it comes through a USB cord.
Yeah.
Damn.
He said exorcism come in the form of a USB cord. Lord have mercy. I ain't arguing with that shit.
Man, the most evil goddamn contraption they done ever invented was that internet, bro.
You ain't lying.
Humans don't need to be connected like that. We already got personal demons that we carry every day, and now we have the ability to share them at lightning speed and just build whole communities around this bullshit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's why we lose our goddamn minds now.
This is true. This is true.
But yeah, bro, that's about it for me. You have yourself a wonderful rest of the day, and Hotep and Bill.
Hotep and Bill. Hotep Goldstein on the check-in. Alhamdulillah. Let me open the phone lines back up. Rudy trying to get in here. Rudy, go ahead, man. Go ahead, man. Get in there. Pause. 414. Wait. Strong Dad trying to call in again? We got Young Pharaoh coming on Friday. 226, I'm going to get right back at you. Let me get Rudy in here first. Rudy, go ahead. Hit the line. 651. Hold up. Let me get Rudy in here. We're going to get you in here. 651-226. I got y'all. Y'all got your spot reserved. You got your spot reserved. Let me get Rudy in here first. I got to open things up for Rudy. Pause. 226. And it's call from two different numbers. There we go.
Call from
Rudy the Vet.
Rudy the Vet Russo on the line. Yo, what up, bro?
Oh, HJ, look, the con circle is complete, dude.
What you mean?
The con circle is the 3 cons, man. You gotta let your 3 cons on first, man. Your 3X cons.
Oh, my 3X cons. Facts.
Your 3X cons. The con circle's complete, dude.
Cons go and then the rest of y'all go. Facts.
The con circle's complete. The people who've been in the roughest place, man, got out and made something of themselves, man.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta let them go
takes.
first, man.
Got the best takes. What you got for us today, man?
One, I'm gonna explain to you why I like Tucker Carlson, right?
Okay.
Because I never watched, Hannity. I've been Hannity, all that bullshit. I like Tucker because I went to a Republican meeting in the county I live in. All right.
Okay.
And I'm an independent. I just wanted to hear what they had to say. They had the biggest meeting, so I put a Klaus Schwab, you'll own nothing, and like it shirt on, right?
Mm-hmm.
And everybody in that place is asking me, who's this guy? Who's Klaus Schwab? Tucker Carlson, all those people, I guarantee everybody in that meeting watched Fox News, and they can understand, that was the guy that Tucker's talking about, that the guy had on his shirt. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He had somewhere along the line, he had an awakening and realized that he's part of, maybe it's a spirituality, maybe something about him, but somewhere along the line, he's like, man, I'm a lying piece of shit working in the media. Mm-hmm. And then he started to tell the truth. And you see, they railroaded him right up out of there.
Yep.
That's why I like Tucker Carlson, because he talked to normies and helped normies understand what's really going on. Now, he ain't no Alex Jones. He ain't telling the truth like that yet. But that's the appeal for someone, a red white like me, why I like Tucker Carlson so much, because he makes it easy for me to go in and have a conversation with an idiot.
That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like he bought an awakening message to the sheeple. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so they can, he's like the primer.
Right. So then when someone like a Hotep or someone like a red white like me gets in their ear, they're like, holy shit, this is the same shit Tucker was talking about. But he's taking it to it. He's bringing me, you know what I'm saying, full circle.
Yeah.
That's why I personally am high on Tucker Carlson, man. That's all.
I like that. I can accept that,
man. You know what I'm saying? Strong Dad Protocol, shout out. Great advice, man. Great advice, man.
Yeah.
Got to just keep grinding, man. Got to keep grinding, man. You know what I'm saying? Pick it up, put it down, man. Pick it up, put it down. Functional movements, man. Functional movements. If you're lifting weights, man, you're doing shoulder presses, don't sit down. Stand up, man. Keep that core flexed. You know what I'm saying? Functional movements. Best way to work out.
We do both, right? So when I do my shoulder presses, I do my first set standing up. I do I do overhead presses, then I do Arnold presses, and then I do them sitting down. You got to hit them presses. Right. You know what I mean? You got to really hit them presses on shoulder day.
I used to be a trainer. When I got out of the clink, man, I got my training license.
Okay.
And I went through a year of college on that shit. Everything you can do sitting down that you can do standing up is better because you engage your full body instead of isolation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
If you're a power lifter or you're super bodybuilding and you're just trying to totally focus on the shoulder, but as a normal human being, a regular old dad, man, just everything you can do standing up engages more muscles. You know what I'm saying? Everything you can do standing up, like a dumbbell, engages more muscles than a flat bench. You know what I'm saying? With the bar. The dumbbells. Yeah.
That's it right there. I stopped doing bar bench presses and found out I got a better workout with the dumbbells.
Yeah, and you know why? Because your body, right? Now, you're naturally, one side of your body stronger than your other naturally, right? So you ever notice, like, if you got into a struggle session on the flat bench and you're right-hand dominant, you ever notice how the right side of the bar
it goes
up first?
Yeah.
And the left, because all the muscles aren't engaging equally. But that left side is still going to go up because the right's pushing the bar.
Right.
And it's actually building you slightly off.
Right.
But on that dumbbell, that left side dumbbell is not moving up unless everything engages perfectly on the left side.
Yeah.
So dumbbells are better than the straight bar.
Yeah.
And that's about my only tip. But like, dude broke it down perfectly, man. I can't really add to that, man. Old Donnie T's in a lot of trouble, man. Old Donnie T's in a lot of trouble, man. Bro, listen, between the lawfare that they're going to throw at this man and all the rhino money pulling in behind the establishment, he's in some trouble, dude. He's in some trouble. They're not going to let him on that ticket, man.
They working hard against him.
They are. And I'm going to tell you, I saw an interview the other day, right, with Comey and Jen Psaki. And James Comey's up there like, well, we can't let this guy in, man. He's going to... If you truly want to throw a buzzsaw, and this, like, after seeing this interview and seeing how they're prepping up, like, if you really want to throw a buzzsaw, man, I guess I'll throw my weight behind old Donnie T again, because this dude's going to come in here and buzzsaw this shit, dude.
Yeah.
He's going to buzzsaw it. Because everyone's like, well, he didn't drain the swamp. Because the whole goddamn swamp turned on him, even his own people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, let's not act like he didn't get any kind of a fair shake to run the country. And yeah, he's still a politician, so he's still corrupt. But come on, man, we all went through the Russiagate shit. The report came out. It's all fake. It was all fake. No one got in trouble for it. No one's going to jail for it. They lied to everybody, divided the fucking country on political lines, did what they do. You know what I'm saying? Did what the machine does. But he ain't get a man. Now I'm like kind of like, man, fuck it. I'll throw my weight behind that dude one more time and see if he can become the buzzsaw to chop some of this shit down, dude. Because this fucking government's out of fucking control, dude.
Out of control.
Out of fucking control, dude. Out of control, man. They just just throw a buzzsaw to that shit, man.
Yeah. Let's
go back to the Constitution. And I'm a 99.99%. I agree with Goldstein. But Goldstein, I gotta disagree with you, brother. What we need is some good old-fashioned dangling feet public executions of these fucking pedophiles.
Oh, wait, hold on. Wait a second, Rudy. Goddamn, it's the channel, man. We on YouTube.
Hey,
we on YouTube, man. Whoa.
None of these opinions reflect Hotep Jesus or the Hotep nations. They're all from a psychotic red white that lives in the forest. But all I'm trying to say is, let's bring back some of them hangings, dude. Dangling from the feet.
Rudy, come on, man. Hold on now. You can't say that on YouTube.
You can call him a minor attractive person. I'll call him dangle bait, man. Dangle him. Dangle him. Draw him, quarter him. Put him in the Iron Maiden. I don't care what you do, man. But do it in public. to let them know that this is unacceptable and this is how you're going to be treated.
Jesus
you know what I'm saying? All these,
Rudy.
hey, listen, if you got them 100% dead to rights, like Kyle Rittenhouse, dude. Kyle Rittenhouse, like he did Rosenberg, dude. Put 4 in them, dude, on TV.
Oh, Rudy, come on, man.
Hey, man, I'm sorry, man. Side quest, man. I'm going on side quest.
Jesus, try to keep the channel going, man.
Hey, listen, the children are the future, man. And
you're jeopardizing my channel, Rudy.
Hey, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
God
hey,
damn.
But I didn't get on Jabari's people, man, so you're all right, dude.
No, all of this shit is just terrible, man. You gonna get me banned.
Man, you see, listen, man. You see, look, my brother-in-law is Muslim, dude. He's first generation American. His parents are both immigrants from Pakistan. Oh, man, nothing makes him more mad than the rainbow agenda, dude. He gets riled up. And, you know, the Muslims and Jabari's people, they got beef. But he's from America, so he don't mind them. You know what I'm saying? Not like the beef they have over there in Israel. So, you know, that's the Americanization of people. But when it comes to that rainbow, dude, they don't play that. And this is great. Like, that's why I sent you that thing today. I tagged you in it. You said it. You call it. Hotep's been told you. Hijab's going to save it. Because this breaks their narrative. Because they're a minority in the coalition of the oppressed, and they're standing against everything they're trying to push. Man, it's great, man. I'm loving it, man. Step up to the plate.
Yeah,
but I disagree with Goldstein, man. Time to get biblical. Time to get some 14th century Spanish Inquisition on the rainbow, man. You know what I'm saying? Live your life. Stoop who you want to stoop behind closed doors. But you see some of these things on Twitter, some of these parades and some of the shit going on, man. Nah, time to fillet a fucker. That's all I'm saying, man. I love you, brother. Hotep and Bill.
Hotep and Bill, man.
Hotep and Bill, man.
God damn, Rudy. Oh, my God. I might have to edit out that call, yo. YouTube, I don't know him, man. I don't know. I condemn. We don't believe in violence on this channel. Good Lord, Rudy. You're supposed to say that for HotepCon.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
That's we say that in private.
Call from
AK.
AK, what up, man? Welcome to the channel.
What up,
Yo, turn your radio down.
How about now?
Here we go. What's up, man? Talk to me, bro.
Yeah, man. So, when you're talking about the Instagram and how this line is becoming blurred, which I agree with Strong Dad and Goldstein that it's an intentional type of thing, Minnesota passed basically a bill that changed the language for who can and cannot be discriminated against. And there's this big fight because they changed the language saying that if you're attracted to minors, right? They struck that from the language.
Really?
So not to get like in the weeds, Republicans brought it up numerous times and said, why are you removing this language? What it does is it opens it up to interpretation that if you're a person that is attracted to minors, but you don't violate the law, like you're just someone that just openly goes and says, yes, this is what my attraction is, you could be technically classified as a protected identity in Minnesota. And so that law passed and it was signed by the governor. And so this is the type of stuff they're doing. They'll sit out there and say, no, that's not what this means. But it becomes a law question that if you are a person that has that predilection, that disease, that evil force in you, if you don't act on it, then you can actually be protected against discrimination. So if you wanted to go and apply for a job and say, you know, for whatever reason it comes up and you say, this is how I feel, I don't act on it, but this is how I feel, that would be able to be argued to be protected because they changed that law in Minnesota, man. So I just think this type of stuff is happening all over. Different states are starting to push this stuff because they want to blur this line in the Bud Light you know, if you want to call it, you know, the Bud Light group, there is 100% this idea that every human being, regardless of age, is a sexual being. That is fundamental to an ideology that belongs now within the Bud Light group. And this is going to continue to be pushed forward. So people have to understand, man, that we have to push back on this right now before we look and say, well, no, see, look, we changed all these laws and we have these protections.
Yeah. That's wild. That's mind-blowing. I think I remember hearing something about that because, you know, one of the viewers of our channel is from Minnesota, so they keep me up to date on this stuff. But hearing it again is just like still super wild. You know what's funny to me is they can't say they don't act on it. That's not possible, right?
Well, yeah, no, like technically, if you don't get caught, right?
Right.
If I can't prove that you speed because you never got a speeding ticket, and every day you speed, but you never get caught, I mean, you're still speeding, and that's this logic that they use that, you know, if you do the studies, most people that have these predilections 100% act on it because it's a sickness, man.
Yeah.
It's something that is wrong in your core in some way, shape, or form. The only way to fix it is through surgery or therapy or other medical interventions, right?
Right.
Like, it's just, that's a true fact. And that's why throughout all of human history, people have understood that if you start to exhibit these types of predilections, you have to be removed from society in some way, shape, or form. Now, Rudy has a very specific prescription to how to make that happen. I don't necessarily go down that route, but I do agree that these people that have these predilections, they can't just be allowed to just wander around in society waiting until they find a time and opportunity to victimize someone. But yeah, man, that's just the way that this stuff is going. It's because it's rooted in an ideology. You know, there's like this dude that basically developed the idea of like gender ideology that did all these experiments on children, right?
Yeah.
And like to prove his point that human beings are sexual creatures even when you're a baby. And this is ingrained in this entire thing that is now enveloped in the Bud Lights. It's part of their flag, you know, the gender ideology part of it. So not specifically the MAP stuff, they're trying to do that, but that gender ideology is now ingrained into the Bud Lights. So it's crazy, man. Hey, I wanted to say about Zion Williams, man. I think that girl's mad because she probably wanted to get that baby mama bag, and he probably gave her an excuse like, nah, you know, like I ain't trying to have a kid right now. And that's what I really think is going on. She's salty that, you know, that she didn't get a baby out of him, you know, and maybe he's trying to like.
That sounds plausible. I believe that.
Yeah, man, she's just jealous, and she's going out there, and you know, maybe he's hitting her back and being like, "Don't worry, girl, like I'll give you one too. We got to make the time right, kicking that can, because he don't want a baby with that lady. Ooh, that'd be a brutal baby to raise with someone."
Oh my God, could you imagine? Oh man.
Nah, I couldn't, man. Well, that's all I had, man. Hotep and Bill, bro.
All right, yo, Hotep and Bill, bro. It's a good call. I like AK. Got some good takes. He's one of our top callers. We got some good callers, man. We got some really good callers. I'm just looking through some of these trending topics here. Kay sent me an article she wanted me to share with y'all. Hold on a second.
Call from
Kay.
Kay on the line. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up?
What up? Happy Strong Dad June.
Happy Strong Dad June.
So I got a couple of things that I want to talk about. First of all, what AK Kamara, also known as Minnesota Grift, what's up, Minnesota Grift, was talking about with Minnesota and all this stuff, and with people's preference towards other people. I'm not trying to get this YouTube site shut down. Mm-hmm. It's when rich people with money get bored in their sexuality and they have to experience something else to get a sexual high. And it's disgusting. And a lot of people, a lot of children are ruined by it. But the thing is, if they don't get the therapy and the support they need and just hide it, a lot of those children become those same people. So I know that a lot of, when I was a social worker, a lot of people that I worked with had unresolved issues, unresolved trauma. And the thing is that if you keep burying the trauma, it's either going to be, like my dad said, a cancer that eats you up inside, or else you're going to eventually turn around and do those same things to somebody else, not knowing they're bad and thinking since they were done to you that it's okay to continue to do them. So until that chain, that thing gets cut, until you are able to talk about it with somebody and seek medical help, because this is a medical issue, nothing's going to get done.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
And yeah, it's crazy and unfortunate. And I just want to say about the Travis Rudolph not guilty.
Yeah.
I want that to go as a lesson to young men. Quit messing with hoes.
It's hard. It's hard, Kay. It's hard.
If she is after something and then you have multiple women, that's why when you were talking about the multiple women and all this stuff, I was like, oh gosh. But you have to make sure that you don't get in trouble like these people did, because she was already married. He had another girl. The married chick found out about the other girl, got mad, sent her quote unquote family after him, like the attorney said, like a hitman from The Sopranos or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what happens. And it's like you have to be, a relationship is a mutual agreement. It's a partnership. Treat it as such and you will reap the benefits. If you don't treat it as such, I feel sorry for you and the outcome.
Yeah.
Lo siento.
Yeah, I agree. You can't be messing with these ratchet hoes, especially if they married. You know, you never really want to do that. You know what I mean? She married, leave her alone. You know what I mean? Go get you a chick that's not married.
And if you see the dollar signs in her eyes, run away, boys. Run far away and never return.
Haul ass. Haul ass. You know what I mean?
Those legs better be moving like those cartoon shows where you see them just zipping by really fast.
Real talk. What else you got for us today?
That's about it. I'm still looking at this, just all the political things that are going on, and especially, kind of the laws they're putting into place with everything that's going on. It's just, you see people's intentions and you see the veils being lifted. You see everything that's going around. You see that, what are they trying to distract you from? And it's like, you have to pay attention. And I'm going to continue to say this, stay on your master focus. Also, click that link in the description box to get your discount off of Master Focus, because we're going to need it now more than ever.
Alhamdulillah. Big facts. 30% off. Link is in the description box below. Make sure you take advantage. Yeah, I appreciate the call in, Kay. I appreciate the love as always.
Yes, Hotep and Build.
Hotep and Build. Kay on the check-in, y'all. Who trying to get in? Who's that? I see one of y'all trying to get in. What's going on Rumble? Y'all over there on Rumble acting up. We Hotep TV on Rumble. Y'all over there acting up. I see y'all acting up. DB over there acting up.
Call from
Nero.
Yo, what up? You on the line with Hotep?
What's cracking, cuz?
What up, cuz? What up, cuz? How you?
Shit, chilling, man. Happy strong dad, June, man. You check on your kids yet? You go burp them boys in them diapers, man. Side quest anyway. But shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm 20. I'm about to be 27 this year. You know what I'm saying? Libra gang. Feel me? Out here. I just wanted to let all y'all young people know, man. Especially if you got family, bro. It don't matter if you got kids, don't got kids. You got little cousins, little siblings, little brothers, little kid on the block down the street. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure to talk to these kids and implant these ideas that you know are good. Because you 1% if you thinking like this. Like, we the real Illuminati out here. So we need to use our powers and make sure to help the people around us. Because who else gonna do it? No, you got pedophiles running around here. Got motherfucking vaccination or vaccinations running around out here, fucking people without your best interest. You know what I'm saying? If everybody took the time to take control of their life and realize that they don't have to look outside themselves for power and fix themselves, oh wow, the world's fixed. Everybody's fixed themselves. Great.
Alhamdulillah.
Feel me? That easy.
Big facts. Big facts.
Shit.
You gotta talk to the kids. That's what I used to do, man. We used to be at the basketball court and we'd be balling out there, and some of them cats was out there, just graduated high school. Dudes, some of them was like, maybe had spent a couple of months in county, but these cats was like 18 to 22, and I used to just sit out there and we ball, and I would just drop gems, and they would sit and listen too and ask questions. They were very inquisitive, very curious, and I was feeding all the little homies gems, you know what I mean? And I think it really helped, man.
Facts, but that comes with being outside and actually being somebody, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not a closed off individual and actually cares. Well, and just think about it this way. Selfish people out there who don't feel like helping people. You selfish, right? Do you want to really be dealing with a whole bunch of dumb retards your whole life?
Right.
No. So you got to spread the knowledge. Right. So you don't have to deal with dumb people.
Correct.
You can make it about you. You can make it about being selfless.
Bro.
It's a win-win.
Bro, that's what I be thinking about. Like when I be coaching the kids, I'm like, yo, let me be an impact on this little nigga life just in case one day he grow up to be a thug and he see me on the street and he tell his homie, hey, not him.
You know what I mean? Like, I ain't come to all this wisdom and knowledge unless I had, you know what I'm saying, some trigger to help me. Like my mom, you know what I'm saying, love her to death. I had to just, like, you know what I'm saying, they divorced when I was young, so I had to deal with my mom being kind of upper middle class. Like, we was poor around white people and shit. I went to private school and shit. And then my dad lived in the hood, so I used to bounce back and forth. Yeah. And it's like, wait, what was even my point, man? Like, you just got to forgive your parents and, like, being middle class, you know what I'm saying? She got all them goddamn degrees, all this goddamn debt. Like, you supposed to be happy, but, like, Mom, I want these Yu-Gi-Oh cards. You said we was going to Target at 5. It's 9 o'clock. They about to close. She's like, shut up, I'm working. And you're like, okay, it don't seem like it don't mean nothing. It's just cards, but it's like, okay, so we could just lie now. Yeah. So we just being inconsistent now. So now I'm like, all right, fuck it. I'm doing what I want. Left alone to my own devices. She just lucky she implanted some of them Hotep ideas that she don't even follow no more because she's distracted. But you know what I'm saying? Like,
I know the feeling.
Man, like, they put like all this shit in your head, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and then you come back, Marcus Garvey, Two for Son overture. They're like, whoa. Like, what? Y'all like,
Sunday went radical.
You feel me? Like, and then it's like, it especially annoys me because it's like, you can't complain about all this shit throughout the world, all this racism, all this, when you acting like it don't exist, when you a Democrat, when you out here supporting Pep, when you like nobody tells self-accountability because, like I said, they don't think they're God, so they give their power to other motherfuckers who want to be God. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
real talk.
It's fucking stupid.
Did you check out the Sonny Johnson Spaces earlier?
But no, I ain't even see that bitch.
So she was talking about niggas and black folks, right? And it made me, what you said made me think about that because, you know, when I was at the basketball court in the hood or whatever, I don't know if my message translates unless I'm a nigga that can hoop.
Nah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? Because when I get out there and I hoop and, you know, putting up numbers, they respect you on the court. So when you start speaking, they go, oh, this nigga ain't no square. He was out here balling, talking shit with us. So I'm going to hear him out. And I think that's sometimes what happens is you ain't got enough, you know, your nigga to Negro ratio isn't balanced properly. You can't reach the youth.
You know why? Because, you know what I'm saying, nigga shit will always prevail. You remember, we had this discussion the other way. Black is everything. Black is all dimensions. Everybody, we live in a white society, so nigga shit is demonized.
Right.
But that's the most advanced shit.
Yeah, correct.
And kids know, like, if you ain't a nigga, I'm not fucking with you. Because I was that way. I'm like, nigga, who are you with this? Like,
yeah, when I talk to a nigga and he ain't a nigga, you know, we can't be niggas.
like, I gotta see a nigga eat chicken before I make friends with you, bro. Like, if you getting the grizzle, how you eat? You taking one bite, throwing that shit. I might have to punch the fuck out of you. Like,
yo, I see a little piece of chicken left on that bone.
Nigga, what's wrong? If you ain't using hot sauce, no napkin, nigga. But like,
you better lick your fingers.
That's better. Like, you fucking dude. But yeah, what did they say? The Moorish people, they say black man is the original white man.
Oh man, that's
what do we say? White people were created, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I've met niggas who I'm like, okay, I already know they're a nigga. And I've met some niggas like, that energy different. You feel like a vampire in front of you, my nigga. Because I was in the military. I've met a lot of them motherfuckers. I've been in a lot of rooms. I've been seen a lot of things, man. Like, and I wasn't even in combat. Just bureaucracy and how the government works and how money gets wasted, how oil gets spilled out. Like, I was in the Navy, nigga. When I tell you they don't give a fuck about no fucking global warming, no environment, nigga. What the fuck? We dropping bombs on niggas. We were cruising in the Middle East. You see on the horizon big oil rigs shooting fire in the air, just dumping oil, throwing trash over the... Man, they don't give a fuck about none of that shit. And we hitting your port in your country, and we fucking your hoes, and we doing all the drugs, and we leaving 3 days flat. Motherfuckers, they don't give a fuck about none of this shit. I see Chinese ships where they're like, oh, there's a Chinese ship. Nobody gives a fuck. They all one world government, right? Everybody acts like it's a stage, man. It's a stage, man. Like, get it out of your head, y'all.
Yo,
go do some mushrooms or something. Go meditate, man. Read a book, man. You know what I'm saying? Astral travel, my nigga. Black magic, my nigga. Islam, nigga. I, self, Lord, and Master. But
talk to him.
But we don't join groups no more. Unless you Hotep.
Unless you Hotep. Talk to him.
You know what I'm saying?
Talk to him.
But shit, that's all I had to say, nigga.
All right, yo, Hotep and Bill.
That's about it. Yes, sir. Hotep and Bill, dog.
Love my callers. Love my calls. Got the best callers on the planet. You're not going to hear this type of shit on Patriot Radio. You're not going to hear this shit on Rumble. Well, I guess I'm on Rumble, so.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus.
Oh, man. Who this calling?
Call from
Taylor Madden.
Uh-oh, word of the day. Taylor Madden on the line.
Happy Strong Dad June.
Happy Strong Dad June.
Got another piece of fatherly advice.
Okay.
Today is about anger. Anger is not a bad thing. It's not a good thing. It just is. And when your kids make you angry, take a second to figure out why they're making you angry, because anger is always a defense of something that you love. If your anger at them hurting your ego, your pride, your time, maybe you need to redirect that anger. Maybe you need to take a breath in. If you're angry because they're hurting themselves, that's okay. Just make sure you teach them how not to hurt themselves. Because anger, whenever you get angry at your child, think about how they hurt something that you love and figure out if that's something that you should love as high as it makes you angry.
That's fire. That's fire. Strong Dad June, word of the day. I love it.
Happy Strong Dad June. Hotep and Bill.
Hotep and Bill.
Alhamdulillah.
Jonah, get in here. Pause. Get in. The phone lines are open. 202-596-5631. How much time I got left? I got 12 minutes left. 12 minutes left to fit all these callers in. Rumble don't drop no shekels, man. Rumble don't drop no bread. Nobody hits the $ sign on Rumble, man. What's going on Rumble, bro? What's going on Rumble? You're now tuned into the Grift Report with Hotep Jesus. Monday through Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern time. Make sure y'all tuned in.
Sorry,
what up, man? You want to lie with Hotep Jesus?
what's up, man? I mean, you done had so much in the bag these last couple of days, man.
The bag is
I don't
stuffed.
even know where I want to start.
It's so much.
The bag is stuffed. I was in that space earlier with Sonny, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And I was still thinking about some of the stuff they was talking about in there, because they was having some great conversations. You know, Sonny always has some great conversations for you know, he was talking about that word.
Yep.
And like I'm in between on it. I mean, I've been thinking about this actually a lot lately. It feels like they use the censorship to kind of control us with the word beyond what we normally think about. Like when we normally think about it, we think about like, don't use that word. You know, the older, you know, because they were talking about like the generational connection, right?
Yeah.
You know, the older people will say like, you don't want to call another person that. But even, you know, my parents use it.
Wait, hold on. I don't know which older generation, because my grandma used that shit liberally.
That's what I'm saying.
So which older generation we talking about?
I guess it would be.
I think, well, let me cut you off right there. I think one of those young ladies in the stream touched on it, and she said it's elitism, right? So we're trying to figure out what's the difference between a nigga and a Negro, and a lot of it comes down to elitism. So you have these bougie blacks, these elite blacks, who think they're too good to use the word Negro. And you'll see it amongst the working class, rank and file, lower class, down south folk, you know, that they using that word. Like my grandma, she come from down south. So nigga was in her vocabulary. Put that shit down, nigga. She said that to me, I was 4 years old. Put that shit down, nigga. You know, so I use the word with my kids. Put that shit down, nigga. You know what I mean? It's just in the family. So I think it depends on where you are on your elitism scale.
Well, see, it's another aspect to it I was thinking about too, right? Because one of the aspects to it is even my parents use it, but they real religious, right? So there's another aspect to it where a lot of people will see it as a person in a sense too.
Mm-hmm.
So my mom she still be cussing, but she be trying not to.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever she catch herself, you know, sometimes we gotta catch. You know, you said you was gonna stop cussing, right? So I think that's another thing we do too. Is like, I mean, because if you on like YouTube and anything, right? Like, you know, like you might even get demonetized if it's being said too much or something like that, right? So It's not even just within the community. It's like white people don't really want you to use it either. Like if you had a job, you know, they act like, I used to say that at my old job all the time. I made them uncomfortable as hell. They act like you know, unprofessional and whatnot if you ever, you know, using everything. So you don't feel comfortable using it if you do get in certain places. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. I get that.
And that's another way to control it.
I get that. Being more like classy, I guess you can call it.
Right. I mean, and it's like, but was it not classy like back when they was using it? Like when they was using it all the time, like it wasn't vulgar to them back then. Right?
Well, again, I don't know if I could disagree with that. I think there was a differentiation back then. If you take a look at, you know, your W.E.B. Du Bois, Booker T, I couldn't see these guys using the word nigga. I could see them trying to say, hey, we got to stop using that word.
I mean more for the like, you know, the plantation owners. When they was using it, it was like, it wasn't.
I'm starting to question that.
After,
I'm starting to question that. I'm starting to question whether when
probably
whites,
depending on what circle you was in.
I'm under the impression that, or I'm starting to question whether it was always a derogatory term, regardless of race.
Right.
Especially when you look at the history of the word, the etymology of the word.
Exactly. There's
a lot.
I touched on earlier.
Because if you come here and you be like, who are you? Where you from? I'm from the nigga tribe. And the wife was, okay, that's them niggas. And then, you're like, yeah, we them niggas. Some people track the etymology to mean emperor. Nigga mean emperor. Negus and all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, if you get looking at some of the other languages, the Eastern and Asian languages and everything too, it's got a couple different meanings you can have.
Mm-hmm. So now I get what you're saying.
Yeah, but on the there's another subject I wanted to talk to you about. Kind of wanted to argue with you.
Okay, let's do it.
It was the other day. What was that? Cornel West. I mean, I'm cool with whoever decided to run because I ain't really too worried about the race anyway.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna run whoever they run. I don't think they're gonna end up with Biden. He's running as a Democrat, right?
Mm-hmm. No, he's running as independent.
Oh, is he? Oh yeah, well he definitely. Oh yeah, he's running. What was the name of that party again?
What party?
Yeah, he with some party, ain't he? Like, it's the name
some independent People's Party or some shit like that. The People's Party or some shit. I don't know nothing
about them at all. Yeah, the people, something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about them. I do know, I mean, I know you. What he say? Women control over their bodies and that. He was doing a lot of performing in that video.
Yeah, he was. But
I don't like them euphemisms.
What euphemisms?
To be honest, because that euphemism about it being about the women's bodies is like it completely destroys the actual conversation that you having when you talking about it. Because I'm not completely in agreement with you, but I'm partially in agreement with you. Mm-hmm. I feel like if we gonna live under the system we living in, right? Because I'm not a statist or anything.
Mm-hmm.
But if we gonna live with the state and we gonna have this constitution that we say we living by, it don't make sense to to allow abortion to be seen as like some kind of medical procedure if you're gonna say that your first right is your right to life.
Why isn't it?
Because if you saying that you don't actually have, you saying you actually don't have a right to life. You saying that the government is allowed to say that, oh yeah, this is a fine medical procedure. Hospitals can do this, and this is healthcare, right? And then especially when you push in something like universal healthcare, which they do in tandem. They do these two things in tandem. You basically saying you're gonna make it a medical procedure, and then you gonna fund it.
I see what you're saying. You're getting into the nuance of the conversation. Yeah, I'm in the middle on the conversation. I'm not pro-life and I'm not pro-choice because both of those things come with political connotations, right? But I lean more towards pro-choice, from a libertarian standpoint. However, I'm so libertarian that you're not about to use my taxpayer funds to get that shit done. If you was irresponsible with your pussy, you got to pay for that shit.
Right, that's how I am.
Yeah.
But I'm also I don't want it to be, I think on the cultural side of it, if we don't build the kind of culture we want where we don't really have to make it illegal, we should probably start with the fact that it's seen as medical care.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. You have to understand that everything is pushed through culture first. So before they even legislate on these things, they push it culturally first. The problem is we don't have any true organizations that's pushing real culture. And you look at that just from our punditry class, our intellectual class. How is it that the Hoteps come up with Dems must pay in regards to the reparations conversation? That's a culturally changing talking point. How is it that everybody's complaining about pride, but the Hoteps come with Strong Dad June, right? So nobody's actually fighting this stuff with culture. They're it's statism versus statism.
Right.
And either way, you're just asking the government to make decisions on your behalf.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I think the way to really change people, like to really change the culture about it, and it's actually tied to something else I was mentioning, like Fresh and Fit. You know, I don't normally watch those two, right?
Mm-hmm.
But recently, I think you know that I've been preaching came back up again, and I had kind of got a bad view of them because of that early on. So I actually watched through the show just one time.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I actually think it's helpful. Like, I might sound crazy to a lot of people will be like, oh, no, they just bring girls on there and make fun of them or whatever. I'm like, no, I think this is actually helpful. Like, a lot of these girls, they go on there and they actually look like they learn it. Like, they be taking in that information.
Yeah.
And I wonder, you know, it looks like they're going to change, and you never know. Like, that might be what we need. We probably need to do more stuff like that. And it might even be the public aspect of it that kind of changes the hearts and minds, because they in front of everybody with that, and then they got to go back home and kind of reevaluate themselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's more net positive than it is net bad, the Fresh and Fit show. I think it's more good than bad.
And I think that's one of the ways we can get kind of a message like that out there. Because when you actually look at the situation, the easiest way to get people to understand it, especially, you know, with the whole, you know, I think there's some organization that, you know, they got the pro-life organizations that help, you know, mothers realize, they show them like pictures of an inside and everything. They realize that's actually life and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think it's another way to do that is to help them understand, like, yeah, there are ways you can get the medical care you need if there is like a problem during your pregnancy without it having to be like, you know, something like Planned Parenthood taking care of it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is the kind of stuff I think that we can do.
Nah.
I think especially for Strong Dad June.
I don't believe in providing any health care to individuals from the government.
Oh no, I'm not talking about through the government. I'm talking about like for us, the people, especially the Black community. I think is like, because if we don't have these problems, we talk about the problems we have with single mothers and the fact that Black women are most likely to go get abortions. I think that's where we need to start. We need to help them understand.
And they funding that shit too. Like Big Corp funds that shit.
And it's like a cycle that we got to break out of. I think the only way to break out of that cycle is to really start like hammering home on those points that you know, the propaganda continue to shape the minds. So I mean, you got to counter it with the right moves. It's not necessarily going to be propaganda that you need to counter the propaganda.
Mm.
I think it might be like a different approach. No, actually, maybe actual education, real education. You know, you counter the propaganda with the truth. You know.
Yeah.
But you got to get directed to them. We got to get on the ground.
I also, you know, believe in monkey see, monkey do. So people tend not to, especially children, they tend not to do what you say, they do what you do. So I think if we had better examples of what an adult should be like, the children would follow suit. And I think we just have poor examples in the media of what adults should act like. Even on social media, right? Like I always tell this story where I always had these like little Hotep Jesus clones who were like, you know, young guys straight out of high school, and they would like imitate me, and I noticed it. And it's expected because when I was young, I probably would have imitated somebody older than me. What I noticed was they weren't imitating my good habits. They're imitating my bad habits, my trolling. And I'm like, do you know how many years of education I had to do to get this precise trolling off? Like I can defend my trolling with science and data, right?
Right. right.
You trolling on the same talking points, but if somebody pulled your card and you had to stand on that, do you have the studies to back up that troll, right? So that's when I started saying like, well, if I'm gonna be out here, you know, then I have to change how I act because I'm creating little mini-me's. And if I'm creating mini-me's, they gotta be on point. So that's why I really had to clean up my act, man. So, you know, you gotta act a certain way. The kid's gonna follow how you act, man. I got a few young men, you know, that was like, yo, you know, I've been following you since high school. You really helped me, blah, 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 blah. And they grown men now. And I'm just like, dang, you been following me that long? You know, since Ali Shakur. So, you know, we really got to watch how we act out here because you never know who's watching.
Yeah, definitely got to be that example. Father figures. You got to be a father. You can be a father figure.
Yeah. Yeah, all men are father figures, whether they got kids or not. Matter of fact, I gotta hit the alhamdulillah on that. Alhamdulillah. You know what I'm saying?
You know, it's three times fatherhood this month.
What you mean?
Yeah, in Fairfax, Virginia, they decided to call this Fatherhood Awareness Month.
Really?
And then we talking about the Men's Health Month the other day. You was talking about that, right? They got this is Men's Health Month too, and we got Strong Dad June.
Oh, it's lit. It's up. It's
three
up.
times.
Mad dad energy.
I don't know if you ever heard of this. Actually is kind of funny. You know who Carl what's his name? Carl Benjamin Sargon, or whatever.
Yeah.
He actually had this thing. I think some of his fans came up with, because I used to listen to him a little bit. They came up with this thing called dadism. They wanted him to write up a thing called dadism, because it's something that's been going around for a while. You know, it's like a come up. People realizing we need to get this stuff written down. Like, what we gonna do? What is a good dad? What is a strong dad?
Right.
What is a real man?
Well, menofwater.com.
Yeah, exactly.
I got
Right.
a bunch of articles on menofwater.com. We got a strong dad article. We got homeschooling for dads in there. How to raise strong sons. We got it written down. Yeah, menofwater.com.
Love that.
Yeah, man.
That's all I wanted to say.
All right, yo, appreciate the calling, bro. Hotep and Bill.
Hotep and Bill.
Phone lines is closed. If you ain't getting, I'm sorry. It's 5 o'clock. I've been on here for 3 hours. 3 hours. I got to segue into the next part of my day, which includes being a dad. Speaking of strong dad. What else? Washing my ass. Because of all this shit in the air, practice is canceled tonight. Well, we had a game tonight, so I have no coaching duties tonight, which frees up the rest of my day. So I'm going to occupy that doing something constructive. Am I on tonight? What are you talking about? Oh, somebody, Vader said, watch how y'all speak about Fresh and Fit. Do your research. They are real ones. I don't gotta do my research. I done had dinner with them niggas. I know Fresh. I know Myron. Tell them stop blackballing me from the channel, matter of fact. Ask Myron how come when the last time I was down there he ain't had me on. Ask him about that. Why he was acting funny. Huh? Don't make me expose them niggas. But I'm not petty like that. I got shit on Myron, but I'm not petty like that. I got experiences from Myron I can tell y'all about, but I'm not petty like that. I don't like getting involved, and I want them to do well. I want them to have a great, successful career. I'm not here to tear down anybody, but I don't gotta do my research because I know them niggas and I spent time with them niggas. I know exactly who they are. I know who Fresh is and I know who Myron is because I spent enough time on them, with them. Pause. And I've been on the show a few times, so I know exactly what I'm dealing with. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? There you go to chat. I'm Hotep Jesus. We here every day, Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure y'all tune in. You know who I am.
Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus.
I'll see y'all next time, man. Hotep and Bill.
Most of you will be replaced by AI, but it doesn't have to be this way. You can become AI resistant, but you will need to outperform the machines. You may not think this is possible, but it is. The infiniteness of human consciousness is more infinite than the power of the machine. You may not know how to tap into this power, but we do, and we will show you how. Join us in this journey to make the machine our servant.